Why they gon' hate when I'm riding the beat? I'm number one on that app. Your whole take a lap. Cause you really fucking with me. All on your mind, up on the dick. Ain't got no time. Look at the wrist. One of the nine. Top of the list. Letting them loose. Out in the face. Get on my business. Fucking my shit. You know them bitches be kidding me. Check the stats, baby. It is what it is. I took the formula and made it my shit. You bitches know I'm popping, I see. Like that a case slick coming for me. But ain't you homeless on couches in need? Status is low, you feeling fatigued, you feeling okay, I know it hurts. I been top dog, I took my turn by 25, 6 figures earned, listen, you'll learn. Why she gon' hate when I'm dishing a tea? Why she gon' hate when I'm riding the beat? I'm number one on the app, y'all hoes take a lap, cause you really fucking with me. Why she gon' hate when I'm dishing a tea? Why she gon' hate when I'm riding the beat? I'm number one on the app, y'all hoes take a lap, cause you really fucking with me. All right, y'all, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We have Joseph. I want to welcome Joseph to my platform. Joseph, let's give a round of applause. And you up now. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Is it letting me add you? Why it ain't? There we go. Okay. Sometimes Bigo acts slow. Okay. Can you hear me, Joe?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. You sound a little far away.
I apologize. I was supposed to be off today, and I know when we spoke about doing the interview this morning, I was supposed to be kind of free and clear, but I'm actually at one of my rental properties, and I'm in lieu of waiting on a tenant, two of them actually, to show up to take a look at the property. And so it's probably the weird echo you hear. What I was going to
Okay.
do was just try to answer as much as I can. And then I might have to take a quick minute break in about 10 minutes just to let them take a look around the property and answer a few things. And as soon as I get them out of here, I'll be able to actually get Bluetooth and stuff working correctly. And then I can, go full depth with you guys want.
Okay. Okay. Y'all can hear him good as long as everybody can hear. Let me make sure. Y'all can hear him very clear. Okay, good, good. Let me get my where is my headphones? Oh, in my car. Okay, so if I need to get my headphones, I'll get them because I can't hear for some reason. I don't know if it's my phone, but okay. So if y'all don't know who Joseph is, let me give them a background. So Joseph used to date Angelic, aka Muriel, y'all. So he dated her back years ago, back before Bigo, before we knew who she was on Bigo. If y'all know, I covered an episode of Steve Wilkos with him and Angelic. Angelic lied on him, manipulated him to come on Steve Wilkos, gave him a different story. He didn't even know he was going on national television for this situation. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, but I'm aware that you wasn't aware of the actual topic. Like she manipulated you into thinking it was a different topic. Am I correct?
Big pieces of it. So initially she did, I knew that I was going on there to exonerate myself from what she had proclaimed that I had did. It wasn't until we were in front of the camera, well, not in front, but about a couple minutes before I was in front of the camera that they let me know not only was she going to go through accusing me of that stuff, but there was a bunch of other stuff that she wanted to bring to their attention. Well, she had already brought to their attention because they were telling me what it was. And so that's where the huge disturbance of it came in. Initially, when we went out there, she had me under the impression she didn't actually believe any of the stuff, that she just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to ever be a thing to come up again, and we was going to be a happy family afterwards. And from the moment it started, that was not what it was. She never believed that I actually did that. It was all a publicity stuff. Steve Wilkos was her springboard for Bigo.
Wow. So you said it was given just like something for ratings, basically. It wasn't given
Yeah,
like
no,
real life. Like,
yeah. Like I didn't leave. I wasn't out of the house. I mean, I wasn't directly in the house. I wasn't. I was out of the house, but I wasn't out of the area. I was still in contact with the children, still in contact with her. And so the
wow.
ratio he interacted with it, even Steve kind of pointed out, like, hey, why you ain't kick him out? Why you ain't call the cops? Why you ain't want an investigation?
Exactly.
He just randomly, he even pointed it out. And he's like, hey, I didn't believe it from the kind of get go. It just ain't right, sound right.
Right, right. Okay, so for the people that don't know, let me catch them up. So
the Steve Wilkos episode was basically she was insinuating that he did something with her child, and that was not true. The lie detector test came back.
She waited. I did something with two children, her one of hers, and then one of my family members' children.
Oh wow, yeah, that is correct. Okay. So and then the lie detector test came back that you were definitely innocent. So she definitely where did this rumor come from? Like what made her say those
She
things? I guess we could start from there.
trick seduced me. She trick seduced me at her grandmother's house, and just for info on herself. And after that, she asked to see some stuff in my phone, which was odd enough because she had biometrics to my phone. And just
Mm,
20 minutes of fumbling through stuff, she happened to find a video of one of the family members. The little kid was taking a bath, and I sent the picture or the little video clip off to the child's mother, and she had been active for a while, and I was looking up, looking for watching him for a couple of weeks. This was during the time when me and her were having other issues, and I
wow.
made the report. Didn't think much about it. It was still on my phone. He was in the bathtub at the time. She saw the little video clip. I went to turn the water off, and I sat my phone down right before I went to turn the water off. And he was like, don't turn the water off. And she was like, why you say, And it sprang from there. She was literally looking for something, anything. She could have been going through my phone
Wow.
of some chick I saved online. And if it had been inappropriate enough, that would have been enough for her, too, to use the springboard for something else. And we probably would have ended up on moral.
That's crazy. So how long did
Yep.
you date Muriel and how did you actually meet her? Can you give us like a little bit of a background before you actually went on
So
Steve Wilkos?
she found me on a chat line. Me and her officially dated almost a year, just around that 11, 12 month mark.
Mm,
Um, that's like I said, she hunted me. When I first met her, I had no intentions on a romantic relationship of any sort. I was a college student, just coming fresh back from New Orleans. I had a couple projects that went, some were okay, and I had some other issues with some other ones, and I was trying to get a good feel. I was in the midst of my 20s, and I'm trying to see what my life gonna be like when I hit 30 and get prepared for that. And I'm working on. Was going through school at the time and stuff, and I was having some other stress and stuff. And I just wanted somebody who was going through the same stuff to talk to and bounce stuff off of. And so I jumped on a chat line one night and I put a little message out. Like, I mean, there's some of the the are really bad and out there. Uh,
what you mean by bad?
so when you call a chat line, some of those people are,
Oh, like sexual maybe, I guess.
yeah, it's all
Okay.
kinds of stuff, to child stuff, all kind of stuff. And so, I just put a basic message out there, and she heard it and manipulated how in the consensus of what I was looking for, because I was pretty specific in the message, and it detailed quite a bit of not only what I was looking for, but the type of person that I was, my general area, a bunch of stuff. And she played on all of it. And when she sent me a message, it was like this perfect angel, and it wasn't even sexually directed or anything like that. You sound like an awesome guy. You just want to have a good conversation, and it kind of spring from there.
Got you, got you. So how many kids? Oh, no. We're not even gonna get there yet. So when
So
did you
really,
actually meet her outside of the app? When did you meet her out of the app? I guess. Out of the chat
about
line.
about 3 weeks after we had been talking on the chat line. But hey, a quick thing,
Mm.
Charlie. Can I put you guys? I'm so sorry, but can I put you on hold for a second? The one potential
Yes.
tenant called, and
Yeah.
I need to check
Handle
around
your
quick.
business. Handle your business.
You
You can
mean?
mute yourself. You know how to mute yourself? Hit the mic at the bottom. And just hit it back when you're done. That's how I know when you're ready. And you can
Okay.
turn your volume down too. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna just talk to y'all. So he's handling business. We multitasking. So commercial break. This is good for me, so I can get off of what I'm on. Let's get me off of 400, y'all. I'm gonna add some of y'all up in the queue. So right now, y'all, we're getting into the beginning. I wanted to know like a little bit of a background of him and Angelica. So y'all kind of see where I went. I kind of dived in it, and then I had to kind of rewind. I'm like, hold on, I'm getting into it too quick. We need a background. We need to know da 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 da. What happened to the 5 stars? Oh, when you go on a panel, it don't transfer. We do have 5 stars, love. We're actually almost. We should after this. We should be almost at my box. Let's get some beans. Let's get some beans. Yeah, it don't transfer over, y'all. It don't transfer over to the panel. And it's really him, y'all. This is really Joseph. I confirmed it is Joseph. Y'all know I'm not gonna play on y'all time. Okay, this is really him. And I'll ask him when he get back if he can come up for a brief second to show his face. But it's not really necessary. If you go back to the episode, you know his voice. No shade. The people know why I'm interviewing him. I covered his episode of Steve Wilkos. What's up, love? What's up, Miss Mika? Miss Mika, can you hear me? I'm adding some of y'all up to come talk to me, y'all, while we on commercial break. This is Angelica's ex. They dated for a year. He kind of helped raise the kids. He was around a while ago before Bigo. So get in the queue if y'all have anything y'all want to just bring up or just come up here to chat with me. We killing time right now, y'all. Can we get some beans, though, while we killing time? Get out the queue if you don't want to get added up. What's up, Rugrat?
That was an accident. Hold on.
I figured, boo. You was freaking out. Ski Yee, get out the queue if you don't want to be added. I'm adding you next.
What's up, baby?
What's up, boo?
I just wanted to, if you could mention this, shouldn't did he leave?
He gonna come back.
Okay.
Yeah, he gonna come back. I think it just probably disconnected.
Can he press charges on her? Can he press charges on her for that? Even though he agreed to the I know you signed a few contracts, whatever, for the show, but that's defamation. Ask him.
I think.
Go ahead, boo.
Yeah, no, you can finish. I think he can sue. Yeah, definitely.
Because that's crazy. Just the short amount of things that he said while I was here is crazy. That bitch need her ass. All right, well, I'm out of here. Rolling. See y'all later.
Thank you, boo. Yeah, y'all mute the villagers. Don't kick them. Don't kick them. Don't kick them. Mute them. You know they're gonna be mad. Let them be mad, y'all. Let them be mad. Let Angelica fans be upset. Let them be hurt. Let them be angry. Whatever they say goes, child. Because they gift me and they run my platform. Psych, no, I'm just playing. They don't run shit over. But yeah, I'm about to add some of y'all up. So he's multitasking, y'all. I guess we could have did it at a later time if he needed to, but I know he said he's coming back, though. So I'm gonna just stick it out and we're gonna keep it going. Period.
Oh, no.
Hello? Oh. I told y'all get out the queue. Y'all can see y'all, everybody that's in the queue. I'm about to say y'all names, the people at the top. Tiger, Note, BBC, Dorothy, Miss I. Y'all get out the queue if y'all don't want to be added because I'm coming after y'all next. Literally that simple. Just check the queue and see if you got added to the queue by accident. That's all y'all got to do. If you in the queue, get out of the queue if you don't want to be added.
Hey,
what's up, Note? What's up, boo?
So I need to know. Okay, so he already discussed how he was interested, the situation that came about. Now, my boyfriend called me, so I didn't get to hear the part where he said that she kind of sought him out.
Yep.
So he said he made a post, and then what she commented on it. I missed that part, Charlie. My bad.
I guess he's saying she kind of manipulated what he was saying he wanted, and she tried to make it seem like that's what he wanted was her. I guess that's how I took it.
I want to know how he feels about her being so-called married now. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
So all right, I'm here. I just
want
to hear.
He said, "Yo, how he get two black guys?" And she was like, "He said she did like this."
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
what happened?
shit. Oh my God, this plane almost crashed on.
What happened? Oh, I thought the caller down there was saying something. Never mind. What's up, Pisces? Anybody else want to come up? BBC was in the queue. I'm about to add you. Okay,
morning,
he just
Charlie.
texted me. He said he gonna let me know when he come back, y'all. So he's handling a client. He's working, multitasking. What's up, BBC? Good morning.
Hey, so some of us down here in the comments just a little stuck on the part where he said the reason why he was brought to the show was because not only, about being accused of touching one of or two of her kids, but about the part of the child being in his phone. He was recording the child on the phone while they were in the tub. That when
Oh,
you
he
asked
said,
him
wait,
that
wait, 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 wait. He
question,
said that?
yeah, he said that
I don't think I had my headphones in at that point because I couldn't hear.
yeah, she said, excuse me. He said that she originally was going through his phone to find whatever she could find in there, and she came across the video where there was a child in the tub, in his phone. Who is this child that was in the tub? Why were you recording this child that was in the tub? I mean, I know, people do like record their kids, but if it wasn't your kids, you know what I'm saying? People make little friendly videos and little things like that. If it was just an innocent video, then yes. But
Thank you,
when he was
Lucas.
talking about it, he kind of was talking like in circles, like, just he wasn't really making sense on why he had a video of a child in the tub. So that's what struck a
Oh,
red flag
he
right
said he
there. So
was
we just
sending it to the parents. That's what they said in the comments. He said he was sending the video to the parents because he was babysitting and he was sending it like the child playing with toys. It wasn't like a sexual video or nothing crazy. That's what they're confirming. But I don't know, y'all.
yeah,
I ain't saying I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, it just sounded like he just saying
I
whatever to
guess
try to
I'll
cover that
have
up
that.
as the nasty predator would.
I'll ask him because I didn't hear. I didn't have my headphones in at the time, like I said, so I don't know what was said.
Okay, I wasn't thinking that it was anything sexual. I was just trying to get an understanding as to why a video of a child was in his phone. When he said how she even got his attention is that she was talking basically like the voice changes that she does like a younger person.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
So we
yeah.
just was trying to get an understanding.
Okay, so when he come back, I'll make sure I bring that up. Okay, next person, Bella. Bella. Hey, Bella. Bella, I see you, girl. Hey. I'm talking to you.
Don't ask
Hey,
me
girl.
how I got up here.
Hey, boo.
Oopsie.
All right, baby. Go back to the comments now. I'm just playing. Y'all get y'all asses out the queue if y'all don't want to be up here. What's up, Gigi?
Can you drop me, Charlie? I'm sorry.
Everybody, check the queue right now. Check the queue. Everybody in here should be checking the queue. Remove yourself out of the queue if you're in the queue. There should be no more mistakes. I'm literally telling y'all to get out the queue if you got added to the queue. So when I add y'all up here, don't be looking shocked because I'm feeling like now at this point, y'all gonna be playing. Y'all playing. Acting fake shocked now because I'm giving y'all time to get out the queue. Everybody in here should be looking in the queue right now. If you in the queue, you're supposed to be in the queue because you added yourself in the queue. If you're in the queue by accident, leave the queue. That's all you got to do. I'm trying to help y'all out. This live is being recorded. You don't want to be put on YouTube or nothing. Your face is see Meek. I just gave you. Oh my God. Oh child, these people must be cuckoo. Cause ain't no way y'all still playing. I just told everybody 3,000 people to check the queue and get yourself out of the queue.
Okay, y'all. So in the bottom, if it says waiting, that means that you are in the queue waiting to come up. Right in the bottom, if it says waiting, then you are in the queue to come up.
Thank you, boo. Period. All right, y'all. Let's try this again. Liana Minaj. I'm trusting you because you a Minaj. Nikki, the Barbs are smart. Let's see if you smart. What's going on? The connection ain't giving Barb. It's giving Cardi. Good day. Good motherfucking day. Keita, what's going on, baby? Hey, that's my girl. Not too much on Cardi. I said what I said. Y'all know I'm a Barb. Period. Thank you, First Lady. What's up, boo? Hello? Pressure.
Good morning, Charlie.
Pressure. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me? God damn it. Do y'all understand that all you got to do is click that red button, the end button? God damn it. Stop playing with him for his admin start kicking y'all asses. Push the goddamn red button. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Charlie's Angels. Push the goddamn red button or come up and say something. God damn it. All right. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you. What's up, Yellow Bone? I see what you over there do. You fucking? Well, you having sex, Yellow
No,
Bone?
I'm feeding my baby. I'm sorry.
Oh, girl, I saw you going up and down. I'm sorry, girl. I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why
Bye,
I thought I saw her
Charlie.
throwing it back. That's good that you feel. I'm so proud. Look, my angels is mothers. My angels be mothering. We love you, girl. I apologize. Am I tripping, y'all? The angle made it look like she was riding. So I'm like, hold on. Oh, he back. Okay, Joseph, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I don't see you. Get out the queue, everybody. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Y'all share the live. Get everybody back in here. It's 3,000 people in here. Get everybody in here right now. We need as many people in here. We got over 3,000 people in here. Joseph is back. For everybody that's just coming in here, let me let y'all know Joseph is the guy from Steve Wilkos, the gentleman that went on this over a year ago. I've been trying to find Joseph. Joseph, you are a hard guy to find. I told you that it was very hard.
Yeah, by intent.
Well, I'm letting you know that's good because no Bigo, we can usually find everybody, and for some reason it was hard.
I make it hard enough for Fox. You can't track me down.
Okay, I know that's right. So let's pick off where we left. So basically, you were kind of explaining before the Steve Wilkos, like how y'all relationship was. I just want to know, when did it get toxic? Like y'all met on the dating app, on the call line, and then y'all met up 3 weeks after that. And then how did it go from talking to a relationship, and then from a relationship to toxic? Can you kind of give us that timeline?
Yeah, sure. So we first hooked up about, I want to say, somewhere in the third week, because it was towards the end of the week. I worked a lot, so we ended up. She called me up, and we had been pleasantly talking for a couple of weeks then, and she, during the process of it, it was always really friendly and personable, but about a week or so in, she started kind of showing romantic interest, and she started saying things about not just about herself, but about things that I was saying that were in me and the type of person that I
You can
was.
turn your camera off. Let me, I'm not trying to interrupt you. I just don't want you to show nothing. Hit the 3 lines at the bottom. You see the 3 lines? And you're gonna see a camera icon. You can hit that camera, it should turn it off, I believe. There you go. Boom. Okay, finish.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much, Charlie. Yeah, and so I remember she called me up and we were talking that one evening. She's like, hey, we get together and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, when? And she's like, well, how about, I think it was that Friday or Saturday of the third week. It's like, well, okay. And I'm like, where? What do you want to do? What are we gonna do? She's like, well, you can, come to my house and stuff, and I'll make something to eat, and we can sit down and talk more and stuff in depth, and I'm like, oh, okay, and
wow,
just thinking back on the instance of that, it's weird. So I show up to the door, and when she opens the door, she's in her negligee type. Just skimpy,
lingerie.
It's like semi see-through. Yeah, and the kids are upstairs. I can hear the television in the upstairs room going, and all the other lights in the house except for the light in the stairwell hallway leading upstairs was off. So I mean that accented most of everything else that was off. And she opened the door. First thing she did was hug and kiss me, and I was like, I mean, we had already. After like the first week of it being really friendly, we had already started having weird romantic issue stuff. And I was trying to explain to her that I don't really want to get involved like that because I don't know what I'm dealing with, and I have so much stuff going
Oh,
on.
she was trying
And
to trap you.
yeah, well, she eventually did admit to me that that was her whole intent. She actually was looking for a man, like a person of my type, and
Oh, we know.
she told me she knew the moment that she had sex with me, she had me. That's what she told me. And so that's yeah, because within we're talking a few, maybe 20 minutes of coming through the door, she was on me. First moment I hugged, she opened the door, she saw me. Because this was the first time I was physically seeing her, so I didn't know how the reaction was going to be. She was completely open. She hugged and kissed me like she knew me forever and stuck her hand down my pants and led me upstairs. Pretty much.
Okay.
And we go past
Wow.
the room and they're all crowded in there watching TV. And her youngest son is in her bedroom. And she picks him up and takes him in there and has the oldest watching him and the other three and me and her in her room. And we're talking for a bit and stuff. And then, she starts as I'm talking and she's doing stuff.
So you trying to have a conversation. She over there just trying to.
It was semi uncomfortable. As a man, especially as a straight man, I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't like I was like hell no, but it was
right.
Weird.
You were just caught off guard because that's the man's job
Really, I was
usually.
kind of caught off guard. It was like, and I'm like, we don't, especially since the way you coming off is like I don't know. I always had before her. I had other issues with being personable and sociable, and so from the get go, I always had this little nub in the back of my head, like just be careful. And as stuff started to progress, I started to say, not just be careful, like this is what it is, but yeah, it kind of happened right out the gate. And we were like interconnected like that ever since the very first moment she took it was we were almost but inseparable. I literally I was like I moved in with her less than a month later. Well, she kind of forced me into it. She's like, look, if you care about me, you got to leave where you are. And you gotta come here. I was living with my aunt at the time in Inkster, and so that was one portion of it. But she was like, no, and it was nothing big for me. My aunt was single and she ain't had no kids, and she looked at me like I was the only kid she ever had, even though I was technically an adult at the time. And she had a nice place and had the extra space, and I was paying rent and working a good job. And I'm like, well, hey, I'll stack my loot up. I'm single, I ain't got no kids, so I'm spending a certain amount of money on space I don't need.
Right. So you ended up, y'all just became locked in. And this is sounding like to tell you, because I don't know if you know the other stories. I'm pretty sure you're aware. I kind of tried to send you a little information, but the story sounds similar. You get what I'm saying?
No,
The beginning.
I identified that it's the exact same thing. She preyed on both
Ain't
of us.
That crazy?
Same
How do you
way.
feel about that, though? I'm letting you know.
Yeah, we wanted to cry a little bit, but it was kind of blotted out by the laughing. Yeah, it was like, oh my God, that literally, and then it was so funny. We was even finishing each other's sentences to a small degree because it happened. Let me guess. And she brought you right in like it was nothing. You went straight up. First day you met her. I figured as much. Same thing here. Kind of.
Wow.
Because it's the deal. Yeah.
Wow. Deja vu. She did this with everybody, Joseph. Everybody I interviewed. I interviewed Cooper, Gerard, and you.
Yeah, I heard about what happened to Cooper and stuff, and I feel so bad. Like, the way she screwed me up, and then I'm like, Cooper, damn near double my age, and so I know he going through a mental battle that you can't even put words to.
Did you ever know Cooper? Was you aware of the baby dads when you were around the kids?
Oh yeah, me and Patrick at one point in time, I was trying to look out for Patrick. I was even paying. I was paying his child support, obviously by taking care of the kids and buying them everything. But I was
wow.
Patrick has never had anything. He ain't got an ID. He ain't got a high school diploma. Hell, Patrick could
What?
barely do math right. He'd be on the street hustling, but he carry a calculator
Mm.
because if it get too complex, he need the assist. So at
Oh
one
my
point in time,
God.
I was really buying stuff from him to make sure he got something to give his kids to make it look like he doing something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Damn. Now he don't know basic math. How you don't? I don't trust no nigga that can't give me
Believe it or
change
not,
back.
he got a lesser education than she do. That's why I think they stuck together the way that they did for so long.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dumb and
yeah,
Dumber.
he's less
Damn.
educated than she is.
Shit. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's crazy. A calculator. That's new to me, Joseph. I ain't never. Wow. He's a hustler. He said he got to get it by all means. He gonna
Oh,
use a
yeah, I'll
calculator
give
if he
him
got
that
to.
one. He was a hustler, dude. He'll steal whatever and sell it to anybody who's willing to buy it.
Dang. Oh
And the
my.
fucked up part is the money wasn't for his kids.
It wasn't for the kid. Man, that sounds so typical. So you said around the time you met her, she only had 4 kids?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, so you know she has 7. Do you know she's pregnant now?
Yep. Yeah,
What was
congrats
like,
to him. I hope it work out.
man, and you know how she got the husband? It's the same way. She met him on the chat line. She just
Oh yeah,
married him, and they
I'm
only been
aware
dating
of the
for a
stuff
few.
that was happening with Thomas. See, and then the thing is I wasn't trying to get mentally involved with her and the stuff that she got going on with him, but they so flamboyantly ignorant about the broadcast of it that it make it kind of hard to ignore.
Right. Exactly, Joseph. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
This
I'm
is
aware about
crazy.
what is it, the fourth or the fifth dog or something like that. Whatever it is,
Ooh.
losing count, they don't live too much longer. Hell, between all, I got 5 cats, and I've had the same 5 cats since about 3 months after I left her. And I mean, in a ratio, she done killed every dog or every animal. Well, then again, she technically killed every, because she had other stuff besides that. A couple fish. We even had a couple birds. They was all, she killed them all. Everything. Like, seriously.
What? Oh
Oh,
my
yeah, she can't even make a
gosh.
platform.
Mm. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know she got rich. So she definitely be messing with them dogs. One dog had a missing eye.
No,
Oh, it
it's
was a
not even
mess.
that. He was at her grandfather's the one time, the one she claimed that raped her and everything, and the one that was doing the stuff with her moms and stuff. She had another dog, and I forget the dog's name. It's been so long. I think it was Winter, but I forget. Something, I forget. It's been a minute. But it was a little white toy breed, like poodle mix. And that dog, she
Yeah,
said it was her
winner.
dog. The dog had been there and was so emaciated. And it was like her eyes was messed up. She was maimed. It took me almost 3 hours to get all the fur off the dog. And then we ended up having to shave the dog. I had to take over because she was like
Oh my
literally pulling
God.
skin off the dog, trying to get patches of fur off. And the dog is yelping and bleeding.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So at this point, what was it about Muriel? I guess it was something about her that had you locked in. Like I know she's very like she's definitely a manipulator. She'll have you think she's a great person. But what had you locked in that long?
The kids locked me in and the illusion sucked me
Oh,
in.
that's
Yeah,
deep.
her physical relationship and the depth of what I thought I felt for her. The illusion was shattered by the end of the third month. No, third, fourth month, somewhere in the middle of there. But we didn't go much past that. The last 4 or 5 months I was there. It was solely for the kids.
Wow. Okay. So was y'all relationship toxic, or how would you describe y'all relationship?
I mean, toxic kind of seemed in a way harsh and also kind of an understatement. It was as long as I gave her. The thing is that she had when I started to see the insecurities and ghetto fabulous of it, I guess the prissy aspect come out after the view of what was supposed to be classy. I assumed that this was some form of a defense mechanism. And I mean, I've seen a lot of women go through similar issues. And so I initially, as I started to see these flags, kept demoting them. It's not a red flag, it's a yellow flag, I can fix it. It's not a red flag, it's a yellow flag, I can fix it. Until I woke up one day, 4 or 5 months in, I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of yellow flags, and I ain't fixed much of none of them.
What would you say was what would you use as an example as a yellow flag for her?
Well, it's a lot. I mean, a lot. Like a lot.
I believe you.
I mean, and when I say that, I mean like, because I don't want to make it like it's a slander campaign or anything, but I'm a logical, reasonable, rational person. And so when somebody says something that don't add up, I'm gonna call you out on it. And if you don't have any source to back it up, that's where the problem lies. It was almost every other word. If she say 9 words, best believe, or she say 10 words, best believe 9 of them is yellow flags. Best way I can think to say it. Yeah, it'd be easier to tell you the few instances where everything was perfect, because there was only like 1 or 2 of them.
Okay. So what would you say those instances were?
The best instance is the night we went to that club. I ended up going to a club, took her. I'm trying to say, Patrick was with us. Patrick's sister was with us.
So wait. So you felt comfortable? Did you ever feel uncomfortable around Patrick, knowing that they had ties, or how did that come about?
When it first started, yes. But after I realized who he was and I realized who she was, because we didn't hit the club thing until like month 5 or 6. This is after I was like almost but mentally done with her. And so at that point, I wasn't really giving 2 squats about Patrick. I just wanted him to be a damn dad. I already knew she was cheating, but I didn't look at it like that. Like I figured I didn't conceive it as cheat. Like when she was screwing Cooper and stuff, and she screwed a couple of the neighbors. I didn't consider that cheating because I wasn't screwing her and I didn't want to.
Oh wow, she was screwing the neighbors.
That's I think like the last time I had an instance with her was like month 7 or 8, and it's only because she kind of forced me into it. I had just got back. I was down there talking to the kids doing something, and she called me upstairs and literally closed the door and tried to seduce me, and I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, if I don't do this, this is about to be a bad situation. But if I do this, I'm gonna feel like I do, but which one can I handle easier? And I used to tell her that, like, it's easier for me to handle the stress of the issue than it is to even this. And generally, it kind of went out like that a lot.
Wow. So, okay. Yeah, this is very deep. And I know it just seems like, okay, so with Cooper, I don't know if you were aware of this. Cooper woke up in my interview that he found out that Patrick was pimping her out. I don't know if you were aware of that or something about he was pimping her. So did you ever have any like?
Because her and Patrick been fooling with each other since they was really young, like really young. They met, I think, in school or something. And so, when she was younger, like before she had her first and stuff, even before she should have been sexually mature, they was doing stuff. And so I'm pretty sure I never witnessed any of that directly, but I'm pretty sure that it was happening when she, as an adult as well, at some point in time. It just logically made sense. If she can make money off of it and he can make money off of it, it fits the bill of what they would do.
Wow. Okay. So I definitely feel you. So you said, okay, at what point did you become comfortable with Patrick? Because you said at first you were uncomfortable. And I definitely understand that. I'm like, hold on, how does Patrick always get in the equation? He's always there in every relationship except this one.
Well, her idea is that Patrick every so often, because he be wanting to try to manipulate himself back into getting some with her in that grace of it, I guess. He circles his way back around with $20, $30, $40 every 3 or 4 months. And that's how she's looking at it. Like in all the videos where she say, I call him, because I need him. But you guys see what he does when he gets there. She didn't need him. He just had a few dollars and she was broke as all get out. And she was willing to go through that 20, 30, 40 bucks. But yeah, that's pretty much what that boiled down to. But I never was comfortable with Patrick. I was just really uncomfortable with him at first. And towards the middle of it, I was just neutral. I didn't really give a squat about him. I even told him at one point in time, I don't even care no more, dude. But when I first met him and stuff, I was telling him, like, because I thought that I had real feelings for her. She was selling me on this dream that was not there. She even made the two of us sit down and have a man-to-man about who loved her more. Forced us to. She sat right there in front of us to see who would break first. But that wasn't the first instance. Many times she tried to contest or make me compete or profess my love and show it in this grandiose measure that was irrefutable. Yeah, only to turn around and betray me in the most epic fashion each time. Every single time. After I exonerated myself from the Steve Wilkos show and she was crying and saying, I just wanted to know the truth. Less than 5 minutes later, them crocodile tears was gone. We was in a van headed to the airport. She was on her phone talking to Patrick and another guy who she was cheating on me with. Well, she was fucking around with.
For the love of Angelic is going on? Wait, she had another guy? How did you find out about that?
We were driving back from the Steve Wilkos. This is less than 5 minutes after we finished recording what y'all saw on TV. Y'all saw her at the end crying and talking about how she just wants to know the truth and she gonna still be classy like she is and all of that. Less than 5 minutes later, we were in a van headed back to the airport, and she was on the phone talking to whoever she was screwing and jumping back and forth between him and Patrick. I never forget that day because that was the day that I got the majority of my mental power back from her. Because that was the only day that she feared me more than I feared her. For that instance, I never made her cry. I never broke her like that. But that day she cried and she was scared of me. And she was so scared she even hung up on Patrick and dude and ended up calling her grandmother to try to calm me down. Even the dude who was driving the van called the Steve Wilkos show back and was like, look, I think dude about to lose it. He got to get the hell out this van. We on the freeway. And the dude was foreign, so he was super freaking out. I had to literally, in the middle of the freeway, driving 70, crawl to the back of the van to stop from, grabbing the wheel. I was pissed. Like, how dare you? Every single time that you make me do these grandiose crap and I prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, you spit in my face. After she cheated on me with the neighbor boy she made me fight to prove my love for her, and I didn't beat him beyond all senselessness, she screwed him. Just to say, well, you're not going to do how I want, and way out. And then when he told me the truth, she rebuked him, went to him and beat him in front of me. As he swore up and down he was telling the truth and asking for my forgiveness, she beat him in front of his boys and me, smacking him in the face. She even grabbed him by the ear and drug him over to my car. Yes. And he was telling the truth.
What?
He was telling the truth. And I knew he was telling the truth. Nobody would risk that. Ain't nobody gonna say, look, dude, I can prove I'm not lying. Put the gun in my mouth. If you think I'm lying, pull the trigger. Ain't nobody.
Was you scared?
Literally.
Was you nervous?
When we had to talk and he told me, I was like, for real? Because he got in my car when he told me about it. He was scared to get in my car. I didn't give him that car, give him the car, dude. He got it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Like, what was going through your mind, Joseph? This is deep.
With that instance, because this was just after the club and scene thing, like 6th, 7th month, and so a part of me had started thinking maybe we could make something of it, and then this happens like a week or so later, and I'm like, nope. There it is. I got sucked into that illusion again. It does not exist.
Mm.
And so I started trying to get my mind to see it exactly as it was. And so I started relating it like a fast food franchise. Like, okay, you see the images on TV where the Big Mac be like, try the newest, whatever. And you see it, and it looked like, okay, that shit look good as hell. And you go order it, and that's not what you get. I started thinking of it like that. Like, what she's selling me is what I see on TV, but that's not edible. It's not real food.
Wow. That's
Yeah, so I
crazy.
got good at seeing through the charade pretty quickly. And then I got better at getting what I wanted out of most situations, usually by making her think she won. I would take the lesser of it because I wasn't trying to get 100%. As bad as she was at it, I was like, hell, if I get 25% of it, I'll settle. Especially since I was only looking for like 30 anyway. She don't know that, but I do.
Yeah, and at that part, you probably was deep in. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, I was so locked into the kids at that point, I didn't know what to do.
yeah,
That
and
was
I
like,
heard you love them kids, and I know like that's what you definitely like. How
yeah,
was your
that
relationship?
was
What
the
would you say
beauty
your
of
relationship was like with the kids?
like now, I mean, and after all of the demand and everything, finishes and stuff out with the court stuff, I could tell you all the most awesome stories ever about me and the kids. I mean, we had so many
Yes,
good times, I lost count of those. For every
man.
bad instance I had with her, I had a good instance with the kid. Or with the
Yeah,
kids, and Lou, the same thing with positive and negative. So I mean, I'm not gonna say every instance. The kids, we had a few instances where they're being a little stubborn or throwing a little temper tantrum or something, but it was usually pretty easy for me to rectify. Like I ain't never had to strike well, I'm not like that, but I ain't never have to even conceive anything like that. Kids are pretty neutral minded, especially when they're really little. So if they want something, they throwing a temper tantrum, all you gotta do is stare at them or something. And once they mind and got focused off that thing, then you offer them something and contingent to what they want, but to meet your demands. And then they usually fall in line because their brain was focused on what they wanted anyway. And they were just throwing a temper tantrum because they wanted it and didn't know how to get it.
right. So did you at the time? Did she try to have kids with you?
Oh yeah, we tried a bunch of times. She used to get mad at me because I couldn't get her pregnant. And then I figured out after a while one or two things: either I need to get checked and make sure I can have children, or B, maybe my sperm was like,
Mm.
maybe, oil and hot oil and water don't mix.
Are you
You
glad
can
that
literally put
you
them together, but they won't, bond.
right? Exactly. But are you glad now that everything happened that you didn't have kids with her? Do you feel like it was just not meant to
Oh
be?
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
That should
Like
be a relief.
the IQ of 172. If we produced a child, I would definitely be checking to be sure that the child's IQ isn't below 70. Like
Mm.
I would really start to rationalize if there's gonna be some mental deficiency of some sort.
Man, wow. So at what point did you know Muriel lacked sense, I guess you would say? Like where did you know that she lacked smarts? Like what moment
I mean,
made
beyond a
you realize?
reasonable doubt, like literally, like slower than a box of rocks. I think I told the story the other day of when we went to her family's retreat, and we were when I was on TY's page, or I guess you guys call it pages, but speaking
Huh?
yesterday. So we were at a retreat at her grandmother's cabin, and there was a few other couples 4 or 5 of us, and we were all, having a good time. And we went out, me and the guys and stuff, got firewood, and we light up the fire, and we're sitting around the fire. And all the girls come out, and they're sitting around the fire too. And the girls are laughing and talking about whatnot stuff, and me and the dudes are talking and everything. And the dudes break out a couple of bottles of alcohol. I know some whiskey, some vodka, and something else. And then one of the girls go grab a couple of shot glasses from the cabin. Girls come out, and the dudes are pouring drinks, into the shot glass. And the girls are taking drinks, and the dudes are drinking out of the bottles. She's inside talking with her grandmother in the cabin. About maybe 30 minutes or so after we've been sitting out there, and it's almost pitch black. It is pitch black outside. She comes out, sits next to me, and one of the dudes hands her a shot glass and go to pour, or the chick hands it to her, and the dude goes to pour something into it, and she goes to pull the glass away, and she says, y'all gotta clean this glass out. That's unsanitary. And it just got dead silent. You could hear the crickets and everything. It was dead silent, but what felt like an eternity. And I'm looking around at dudes and stuff, and I'm looking over at her for a split, not trying to feel stupid. And my brain was like, oh, fuck. This is one of those situations where she put me into an ultimatum, and she don't really see it like that. But it's a rock and a hard place. If I don't support her, she gonna scold me and come down with her godliness. And if I do support her, these dudes gonna clown me. And that's when I knew that she didn't have good sense. That she didn't have deductive reasoning.
Wow.
Liquidous stuff. Like, so I would always try to keep my eyes open and keep watching. I would be afraid that if maybe like $100 bill or something floated across the street, the diversive of her mind's eye being focused on that $100 bill, she'd be ignorant enough to walk in front of a bus to get it without paying attention.
Oh my, this is
When somebody say you need to sterilize an alcohol shot glass, I'm like, fuck else you supposed to say?
Yeah, wanting to clean glass, the window. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me reel us back in real quick. So after that, so y'all established, y'all been together for a while now at this point. You assisting her with raising the kids. You know Patrick is a ain't shit nigga at this point. So I want to know, when you were around Patrick, did you ever witness Patrick disciplining the kids? Because I don't know if you're aware of Patrick abused Samaya.
On how he was doing that. I checked him on more than one occasion because he put his hand on the one that wasn't his, and that gave me some issues. I checked him about his own, and I checked him about the others, because as far as I looked at it, they was mine. It's one thing for you to share genetics. You need to first be doing your job to be a father to make claims to that like that. But if you think that that's acceptable because of how you was taught, then let me put hands on you, pretty much. Because after we had that main conversation, he ain't do that shit no more. Not near me. I ain't hear nothing else about it. This is the first instance I'm hearing about him being that kind of stupid.
Let me say this real quick. Shout out to Ty. Ty did his first interview, y'all. It's on YouTube on Logo's page. But okay, so you said the question was, a lot of people didn't hear the question. It was breaking up. So I asked them, y'all, did you witness Patrick abusing the kids or doing disciplining the kids? Can you repeat that again? Because we didn't hear at the beginning.
Her and Patrick have struck and drawn blood from the children on more than one occasion. Last time I seen Patrick do it was in the first couple months of me and her being together. I had an issue. I checked him about that. I didn't see it again from that until I started seeing this stuff. But she had been doing it constantly, because it got to a point where Patrick wasn't doing nothing, and so he disappeared for a while. He would only show up every couple months. Towards the end. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, she messing around with all the others. Me and her having issues. He don't have anything to give to her, and she's not about to give him none. So why the fuck would he come around? He don't care about his kids like that. So yeah, he wasn't coming around. Patrick was out there on the streets trying to do whatever he was doing.
Wow. So what was she doing? What you mean draw blood? Can you expound on that? Because that's a little too deep to just move past. Like what? Oh my goodness. What was an example?
I'll give you an example. A 4-year-old kid come up to you, your 4-year-old child come up to you and say, Daddy, can I have this cookie? And you're like, no, you can't have that cookie. It's after dinner. You're like, I want the cookie. And you're like, you can't have the cookie until after you eat your dinner. I'm taking the cookie, and you snatch it off the table, and you take your backhand the shit out of him and draw blood.
Oh my God.
If I tell you can't have that fucking cookie, take your ass upstairs.
Oh my God.
And they come running to me, Stepdaddy, Joe. And I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? Mama hit me. Yep.
Oh my God.
I had to check her out on more than one occasion about that shit. I'm like, I understand that they're your children, and I understand that it can be difficult and stressful sometimes, but this is unacceptable. If this is the best that you could come up with, then I can understand why there's no structure. It didn't require that at all. He's a kid. He gonna want the stuff that he gonna want. It's your job to be able to structure that correctly. I'm like, and striking him is not it. How would you like it if I backhanded shit? Well, she wasn't really like that, but she started tripping the hell out when that went down like that. She kind of big mouthed on it because we had some argument about that. But I'm like, how would you like it if I backhanded you every time you say something I think is stupid? And then it got worse and shit. But either way it is, if I see you put your hands on the kids again like that, we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have to keep it. That's not acceptable. But it happened again on more than other occasions. Yeah, several. We frequently had issues about that.
Do you feel like you could have done more to stop it, or looking back at the situation, or how do you feel now, looking back?
I wasn't their biological father. So it was the hardest thing in the world to know that I loved them more than their own father, and legally I had no power. This was a woman who stole my driver's license by cleverly locking it up in her car, and the police told me they couldn't make her open her car, even though they saw my wallet with my face and my driver's license on the passenger seat. You look right through the window and seen it. Oh yeah, I seen it. I can't make her open her door though, sir. Apologies. I can't make her open.
You better than me. That window would have been broke.
She didn't even hurt herself as an attempt to garner sympathy. One time she smacked herself in the face with the door, and when she called the cops to try to garner sympathy. One time she pulled a knife on me, and in the lieu of the cops showing up, then she run back in the house and disappeared with the knife. Talking about how she was going to beat me up and a bunch of stuff, and then disappear with it. And I don't know what he's talking about. She's like that. Like, however fits her means. And I'm like, when you got somebody this manipulative who would make you go through such a loophole or a jump through such a way to show this, and would then try to harm you by any means necessary to support you. I felt powerless. I wanted to do more, and I guess there's other things too. Like I'm not super open about it because I didn't want her to know, because she was trying to keep the kids from me even all these years. And she don't know it, but I've been keeping tabs on them. Not her. I can give a fuck less about what she been doing. That's why I didn't know all this crap was going on. But I've been following them. That's what social media for. And family. Her family loves me. We was in constant contact before her. That's why when her grandmother passed away, I probably was one of the first ones to be like, I'm so sorry. Especially who wasn't related. It's because I knew instantly. Me and her grandmother talked 4 or 5 times a month. At least once a week. Because I remember when I finally called it quits with her, and I called her grandmother crying, and because I couldn't wrap my mind. I'm like, I had to leave them, and I'm like,
but
I'm
which
never
grandma? Because her
myself
grandma
again.
didn't. Wait. Not to cut you off, Joseph. I just want to make sure you're aware. I'm the grandma that I know is still alive, so I'm just trying to make sure we understand
You thinking
which
about
grandma.
grandmother, her mother's mother. I'm speaking about her father's mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you for clearing that up, because we was
The
confused.
house,
Okay.
their father. Okay, her father's mother owned the house that her father currently lives in, and that his current wife live in, and the kids are also living in now. So it's been a family house for some time now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to
And so
Auntie
we didn't
Logos,
have
y'all.
one.
The interview is gonna be on Logos. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Yep. So that was the grandmother. Yeah, but me and her were in
Okay.
constant contact. I mean, I was even in contact with her father's wife through Facebook. I mean, we weren't as communicable as me and her grandmother was at first, but we spoke a couple of times every year, even after I came back from the Steve Wilkos stuff, and all of it went down, and I got exonerated and everything. I even sat down with her stepmother and her father, or his wife, and with her uncle, which is her father's brother, and they were like, "We can't believe you did it. We kind of told you not to do that." Like, she was kind of throwing it off like that at first, but we didn't really believe it, and they was really sympathetic towards me. Like, even after me and her had completely caught it, and I was kind of losing it about the kids, we got together one day and we ended up going to a park, and it was me, her father, his wife, and then her uncle and his girlfriend. And they were, I'm thinking like they gonna hate me, thinking that what she was saying was true and all of this. They ain't look at it like that for an instance. None of them did. And so it made it really, I felt really, family oriented from it. And so they kept me close enough in the loophole not to lose my mind. But I've been keeping tabs on it. Heck yeah.
Okay, so do you feel like, because some people would say, just to clear this up, this is not my opinion, but I do want to know, do you feel like sometimes you're holding on to a situation that you should let go? How do you feel about the fact that some people would say you're going too far by trying to keep tabs on the kids? Like, how do you feel about that, I guess?
They don't understand. See, I didn't have a father growing up. My father was completely and utterly absent. And when I had the opportunity to meet him as an adult, I didn't want squat from him, just acknowledgement that he knew who I was and that I mattered in this world. And he couldn't give me, not only could he not give me that, the first thing he ever told to me was a complete and utter lie. And so I think about that situation, and I think about another one with a gentleman who I refer to as my best friend, but not just my best friend. He was an uncle, a father, a best friend, a brother, a confidant, everything. He was a white man. I am a black man. We weren't physically related, and I would kill for him. He taught me this instinctual caliber of dignity that is irreplaceable. He instilled in me this caliber of integrity that is the most dominant thing in my life, and I think should be the most dominant in anyone's. If you stand for what you say, then you are a real person. And that's why I'm so invested. I can't let this happen to them. I've been too close to them, and they don't deserve it. And regardless to whether they share blood, they share my heart. And that's enough. You see, that friend of mine, I wasn't related to him. He was, when I was a kid, when I first met him, he found me in the system when I was a kid. And even after I got expunged from the system and I became an adult, we were still like glued to each other. I remember at one point in time, he was even laid off from his job, and the Department of Human Services told him, as my worker, you can't see any of these kids anymore. You don't work for us anymore. You think that stopped me from seeing him? Hell no. Now he had more time to see me. I saw him more when he was laid off than when he was working. And I saw him a lot when he was working, like every other day. So it's like the strongness that I got from that made me feel like God put his hands on my shoulder. And I want them to feel that love the same way. That's why I'm so invested.
Okay, so no, I definitely see. So the kids definitely impacted him, and he definitely impacted the kids. Clearly, asked if CPS was involved anytime they were together. Okay, so someone in the comment wants to know: Was CPS ever involved or around when you were dealing with the kids?
Yes, one instance was
Oh my
directly
goodness.
important to something I had going on with the family member that was the speak of in the Wilkos episode there, the my family member. Um, and I ended up having to relinquish my rights to the custody of that family member to my mother at the time in order to deflect away from what's going on at the house. When they were coming by the house and doing their investigation to make sure it's a good house for him to be around and that he has a room and all the things that he needs to be productive, they didn't see that and they started asking other questions and questioning her feasibility as a mother. And I decided that I need to remove him from it so that they wouldn't come back and have anything else to be before they got too deep in asking questions about her.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they were just trying to see, like, do like a placement, making sure, basically like a
Yes.
test. Okay, that's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
That's the
Okay.
first particular instance with the CPS. Now, in direct to her children, there was I'm aware of one other instance.
Okay, y'all. He's multitasking. I forgot. When he mutes, that means he's at work. So commercial break, y'all. Do anybody in here want to make some free money? Put a 1 in the comments while we on commercial break. How do y'all feel about everything so far? Do y'all want certain questions to be asked right now? You can go ahead and ask those questions in the comments so I can make sure I line those up. Put a 1 in the comments if anybody want to tap in. Follow my Instagram. Click the link in my bio. If you want to make the free money, that's how you do it. You got to download the app, create an account. Let me know when you're done. Okay, so when he comes back, y'all, he's gonna let me know. So anytime Joseph comes back, he's gonna take the he's gonna unmute himself. I'm done. You're done already? Y'all can't be done that fast now. So what you're gonna do is follow my Instagram, click the link in my bio, download the app, create an account, and come back and let me know when you're done. So when we get 5 people to do it, I'm going to open up my group chat so you can get extra help. So the group chat is me going above and beyond so y'all can get free referrals. People to click your link, you get paid off of that. You get paid off of referrals and you get paid off of playing games. So great interview. Has he seen her do drugs? Is a good question. Oh, that is a good question. Okay, yeah. So far, y'all, this is a very informative interview. So let me make sure I get all my commercial breaks out the way because I don't want to interrupt. Make sure y'all send a bean, y'all, because I ain't asked for not one bean, and I've been delivering this tea over here. Joseph been delivering the tea. Let's get it. Let's go. Can we get some beans? Let's get me off of 2,000. Do anybody in here want to make some extra money? Make sure y'all go follow my Instagram right now. You're going to click the link in my bio. My Instagram is Charlie No Angel with 4 L's. Savage Royalty's name is, everybody spam it in the comments, please. Can everybody spam it in the comments? Thank you, Posh and Bling. What's Savage Royalty's name? The people want to know who Samaya's father. Oh, that's a good question. Somebody said Savage Royalty name is Little Romeo. Shut up. I was thinking more so Huey. Toot that thing up, mommy, make it roll. No, she giving Chameleonaire. Nah, she definitely. Let me stop. Charlie D. He's. What's Savage Royalty name, y'all? Hurricane Chris. I forgot Savage Royalty. Devonshire. Y'all like her name? Devonshire. Is that cute? Devonshire. Somebody said Deshaun. Shut up. Y'all is childish. Okay, we on a commercial break, y'all. So while we on a quick little ghetto commercial break. So my guest in the house right now is Joseph from Steve Wilkos' episode with Muriel. He's working, so he's multitasking, y'all. So bear with us. Take your time, Joseph. Don't rush. Take your time. This is giving me time to run my numbers up. All right, y'all. Can we get to 4,000, please? Also, y'all, if y'all want to make some free money, I still got room for 2 people to make some free money. Put a 1 in the comments if you want to join my free money team. You can make free money today. Somebody already made about 195 signing up under me yesterday. Somebody else made $50. Somebody made $40 today so far. So it's up to you on what you make. Okay, I see some ones. So you're gonna go to my Instagram, Charlie No Angel. I'm putting it in the comments. Charlie No Angel. Click the link in my bio. I'm going to upload a link to my group chat on my IG story when I get more people to join. I need a few more people to join. Then I'm gonna open up my group chat. My group chat is not gonna be open for a long time, so I'm gonna give y'all a few more minutes to join. Go follow my Instagram. Click the link in my bio. Download the app and create an account. Miss Lady, don't spam those, please, babe. Thank you. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna upload the group chat link to my IG story in 1 more minute. Y'all got 1 more minute. You done? Okay, so the next step, while y'all waiting on me to upload the group chat, you're gonna click the people icon at the bottom of the screen. Go to earn credits and rewards. Start playing the
Hey,
different games to win
you
money.
guys hear
Oh,
me?
yeah, we back.
Yep, sorry about that. You had a quick
Okay, no
text to
problem.
support me, but I have to reschedule something with the other client. Apologies.
No, you're good. I know you're multitasking. So, okay, so I'm just trying to make sure we don't skip anything. Um, okay, so people want to know, a lot of people want to know, were you aware of Samaya's father? Is Patrick really the dad of Samaya's? Do you know? Do you know?
I don't know. I can't say yes or no. I don't believe that he is the father of any of them. I believe that he's just a victim of opportunity, and he's so simple that he'd keep going for it. And
Right.
giving it up at a point. So it's a possibility. There is, it doesn't say it because he was screwing her. That is by far. I don't care how stupid you are as a dude. If you give up enough money or whatever it is, you gonna, gotta be like where is it coming from me kind of thing. So yeah, it's possible, but I don't believe. I don't look. It doesn't matter to me, regardless to whether he is or not. I'll get those rights shortly, so I don't really care.
Ooh, ooh. Do you want to expound on that? You said the right shortly?
The right to be a
Ooh.
father figure. I mean, I would never um, push against their grandparents and the court system, which is it's obviously the correct method and process for it to go. But as far as the father figure role, that's mine now.
Okay, so you're basically saying you're
Yeah, it's
going
over
to
with and
step up
done.
to the
I'm back.
plate.
He's completely gone. He's never coming back, ever. If somebody, I'm not supposed to be mentioning names in direct. If she never want to see him again, she don't got to. And I put that on my life.
Oh, so you're saying you're going to be able to do that? Like, stop.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, anything that they need is over with and done. They from this moment on, if they need for anything, I will make sure that they have it. They won't need for anything, especially in a couple days.
Okay, what do you mean by in a couple days?
I'm supposed to be dropping off a few things that I collectively with their grandparents decided that they deserve, and some things that I've been wanting to give them for years, and some things that they need for school. So I'm gonna make sure that I take care of mine.
Okay, so
I know his wife
do you feel
Lucia has been go from rags to riches, and I don't know how that's working out with her making money from this, and whatever she do, that's great for her. But they definitely about to go from rags to riches. I'm gonna make sure they're taken care of.
do you feel like it's going to be a hard time because you're not necessarily related to them? I guess the court system, do you feel like how do
No,
you feel about the obstacles you may face?
if they grandparents get custody like that, I know without a reasonable doubt that they are going to get, and it's as close knit as I am with the family. And a split minute, I'm gonna have more right to them than either one of them. And it's not just to mention that they love me. When one of the hardest things I had to do was when I left. They told me, they looked me dead in my face. The youngest couldn't even talk. He was crawling to me
How
and
long ago was this when the
take us
last time
with
you
you.
saw them? Oh,
physically
really?
5 years ago. But I mean, I see them every couple months on with updates. Like anytime a grandparents was making updates, and their grandmother before she passed, when they would come over to the house, she would take little. Well, no, I take that back. Before their grandmother passed, she used to not only send little pictures of them and stuff, but of like video clips to me. So that it was super helpful for me because again, I was really struggling with that one. It was harder for me being separated from them than her.
Okay. So, wow. So, all right, how do you know so you're 100% for sure once the grandparents get custody, that's basically you getting custody. Like you're gonna be able to come in
That's why
and
I'm fighting with everything I got to make sure them grandparents get that custody so I can get my kids back. Pretty much. She no longer had power. I was her number one source of power over me. Any other one she have kids by, but she got lucky. She was like, he haven't got me pregnant, and that's another reason I think she was cool with me and using me like that for so long is because I wasn't able to lock him down physically with a child, but he loved the ones I got just like they was his.
do you feel like she put some type of roots on you or anything on you spiritually to have you so tied in? Do you feel like you're deeply tied in, or how do you feel like mentally, I guess?
I try not to think too in depth of the mental aspect of what I went through with her because the trauma is not gone. It'll
Right.
never be.
I can imagine. Shit.
I mean, it's. I think I was kind of rudimentarily going over it with on TY's show yesterday or Ty's show, but
Yeah, Ty. Mm-hmm.
but just that, there's still always. I promised her the moment that I thought that I was in love with her, my integrity gave that promise to her of the loyalty for life. And even though I don't respect what she is doing, I don't agree, and I no longer have interest in her, that love is just as strong as if it were yesterday. It was my honor and my integrity means everything. It's the whole reason for existing. Like for me, if you don't have integrity, if you don't have a sense of honor to stand bigger than the stuff that you see around you, you will crumble for anything that's bigger. And there is nothing bigger than my integrity.
Got you, definitely. So y'all were all together for a time period of a year, and at that time period, you definitely grew some type of attachment to those kids, and you definitely did. The kids call you father? Like, how was your relationship with them?
Stepdaddy. That's what they used to call me, stepdaddy.
Stepdaddy? Okay. So do you feel like it would be
Joseph? It didn't really too much.
Okay, you're breaking up. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Sorry. Yes, I can.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So they called you stepdad, do you feel like now, since it's been 5 years, do you feel like they may not maybe necessarily remember you, or they may not they may be nervous? Like, how do you feel like they would react after 5 years of no contact?
It was like the most horrendously terrifying moment because it was super exciting, but super terrifying at the same time. I was not only that.
Oh, you've seen them recently?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I've seen them. So I the day we left on Steve Wilkos' show, and I scared her, and I knew I did because she cried and called her grandmother and stuff, and I even cursed her grandmother out of how angry I was, and I love her grandmother, but I was in a really messed up mental spot at that moment, and I felt like everybody was against me, and I didn't do anything, but I said something to her that I regretted because it came out wrong. And I was trying to grasp the words, but between that and the anger and everything else, it came out and she took it exactly as it was worded rather than how I was meaning to. And and so that was one of my main concerns, is that she manipulated that with them to form some kind of wedge. And I was really hopeful that everything that I had taught them, independent of her, would have stuck. Even as short as it was, I figure even if she with them longer, if she keeps feeding them garbage, all I got to do is give them good food a couple times and they won't forget it, even though it's been a while. Hell, I had this piece of red velvet cake like 10 years ago that was dosh. And I ain't had it since, but
Okay, so
I know it.
right. So have you thought about like starting over, moving on, having your own kids? Like, what do you feel about that? Like, how do you say?
As far as my own romantic interest, I did at one point in time. I was seeing a young lady who was incredible, but the trauma of this won't allow for it. Not now, and probably not for a long time. So I become accepting of the fact that there's a high probability that I may never get married. And I'm kind of okay with that. I know that,
So
as a person,
Muriel,
I'm gonna.
so would you say Muriel is the reason that you can't move on? Like, what would you? How do you feel about that? I guess aspect.
So yes. Well, the young lady that I was seeing is in every way a complete and utter opposite of Muriel. She is college educated. She's more educated than I am. She's working on her PhD. Hold on 1 second, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, my.
You make sure you mute yourself if you have to. Okay, y'all. Quick commercial break. Quick commercial break. Do anybody in here want to make some free money? Put a 1 in the comments. Quick commercial break, chat. We getting through this interview. We got some more questions to ask. We definitely finna get into the main part, which is the Steve Wilkos part. I really want to know how that went about, and then I'm gonna make sure I ask that question about the question y'all said to bring up, the tub question. All right, so anybody in here want to make some free money for using your phone? Anybody in here? All of y'all qualify to make some free money. If you have a smartphone, which you do because you're on Bigo. So what you do is you go follow my Instagram and you're going to click the link in my Instagram bio. You're going to download this free app and create an account. When you're done creating an account, you can come in here and let me know when you're done. But while you're waiting on me to open up the group chat, I'm going to walk you through the steps of starting to make the free money. So you go to the menu, and when you go to the menu, you're going to go to earn credits and rewards. And you go through the list of different games, referrals, to spin the wheel. It's so many different things you can do. Okay? So that's the way you do it. I did that and end up getting addicted. I told you, girl, it's lit. It's definitely addictive, y'all, because you can make a lot of extra money. Charlie, he lying, he wants her back. What you mean? You think he wants her back, y'all? Do y'all think he wants her back? I don't know. I do feel like he does have to at some point do let it go for his own mental. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna definitely get to that. Y'all have to understand it sounds like he's trauma bonded. You get what I'm saying? Unfortunately. All right, so do anybody else in here want to sign up? I need one more person to join my money team. Put a 1 in the comments if you want to join my free money team. Somebody yesterday, 2 days ago, came up in my box and they confirmed and they showed the gift that they won under me. So you can actually win gifts too. Somebody won a Nintendo Switch, a $400 gift for free for downloading the money making opportunity under me. So you're going to follow my Instagram. I'm putting it in the comments. Charlie No Angel with 4 L's. Click the link in my bio. Download the app and create an account. He's coming back, y'all. He's working. He's multitasking. He's coming right back, y'all. Trust me. He dropped earlier. He's coming right back. He's multitasking. What's up, love?
Okay, so he definitely has like an emotional attachment to these kids, and it's not healthy at all, Charlie. And it's giving off like, okay, so he does care for them, you get what I'm saying? But it's giving off a
A
little
big old
creepy,
mess.
like,
Bitch, $300, $400, whatever. It still was free. Y'all bitches pay attention to so much. Bye. Like, hush. Anyways, I'm sorry, boo.
Yeah, but it's definitely giving creepy. The fact that he even wants to get custody of them kids. Like, if you want to help out, that's, awesome, great. You want to help them get school supplies, this and that, cool. But you need to let go of them kids. You need to go and have your own kids. And you definitely need closure. He needs to go speak to a
Yes.
therapist because this has fucked him up mentally so bad.
Mm.
And it seems like Muriel does this to every man she's with. She fucks them up mentally.
She's a
But
man eater.
definitely tell him that, or if he's still here listening, like, please go seek help. Please try to let go of them children. Leave it in the past. Like, just leave it alone. Because it's giving off that you're being a stalker and you're being creepy. Especially that none of those kids are yours. They do not belong to you. I feel like he's trying to prove a point to Muriel so bad, like, I'm a better parent than you. Let me show you how I could be a better parent than you. But it's like, those kids do not belong to you. Leave them alone. Them kids already have gone through so much trauma. Please don't add on to it. Because you think you're helping them and you're not.
Ooh. Hey, y'all, can we get the 4K, please? Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Ty. Ty did the first part of the interview. I'm doing the second part. Shout out to my girls. Shout out to Logos. Logos, are you still in here? Hopefully, Logos is in here screen recording this part 2. And make sure y'all go subscribe to Logos YouTube to catch part 2, hopefully on her YouTube. Make sure y'all follow me. The interview is not over, y'all. We just on a quick commercial break. Can we get some maces, y'all? And we still have room for one more person to join my team. So I'm about to upload the group chat link. So before I do that, I want to make sure everybody is signed up. Do anybody else want to sign up? So they're giving away a $620 bonus on top of what you can make. And that bonus, actually, the winner is going to be selected in 55 minutes. So y'all only have 55 minutes to join, to qualify for the competition, to win that extra 600 and let me see what the price is. 670. It's 670 today. So you have 54 minutes, and then they enter you in the competition, and then they pick the winner in about the next hour, 54 minutes. So you do have an opportunity to win some extra money on top of what you make. Okay, Charlie, I'm ready. Okay, so this is what y'all do. Go to my Instagram, if you interested, put a 1 if you haven't done it, and I'll walk you through the steps. But everybody else that want to do it, go follow my Instagram. Everybody that's putting a 1 in the comments, look at my comment. Click the link in my Instagram bio. Charlie No Angel with 4 L's. Everybody, Charlie No Angel with 4 L's. All right, I'ma keep it open for a couple more minutes. I know Muriel is in here watching. Muriel, you can get out the queue, come on up here. I mean, you can get out the window and come on up here and talk to us. We're not gonna go in on you, boo. It ain't no pressure, it ain't no beef. We just in here and we just talking about it. And then we gonna get into the Steve Wilkos part. I can't wait till Joseph come back in here, y'all. Make sure y'all let me know when he back in here. Because I definitely want to get into the Steve part. That's the main part. We didn't really fully get into that. So he's definitely coming back. All right, what's up, Pressure? All right, Pressure, I'm dropping you. All right, anybody in the queue anybody wanna come up and talk? The queue is open, the queue is open, the queue is open. Let me add my girls. All right, again, did everybody sign up? Do anybody else want to sign up real quick before I get distracted? Put a 1 in the comments. It's a lot of people in here. I want to make sure I'm signing up everybody that wants to be signed up. If you everybody in here qualify for some free motherfucking money. And people say I sound like a commercial. Hey, you're sitting on your life and you're sitting on the couch and life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over again saying you want to make some free money. Well, guess what? Charlie with the big head is here to sign you up to some free motherfucking money. What you're going to do is go to my Instagram, Charlie No Angel with 4 L's, and click the link in my bio right now to make your money. Period. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, y'all. Charlie No Angel with 4 L's. Click the link in my bio, download the app, and create an account to get started. Y'all only have 50 minutes to enter in the competition. I know y'all don't want to miss a chance to win extra money on top of the money that you can earn. So it's a competition for the 670, but you can still make money on the app. You can make money by referring people. You can share your link. You can play games. I'm about to open up my group chat. in a minute so you can get extra referrals from the group chat. You can get extra help. Y'all know I'm a hustler. At this point, you should pre-record and play every few minutes. That would be tea. That would be tea. No motherfucking shade. No motherfucking shade. All right, Gigi, you want to be added because you in the queue. Get out the queue if y'all don't want to be added.
Hey, Charlie, when he comes back,
Hey,
can you
boo.
have him to clarify, like, I'm thinking that he's just talking so much that he misspoke, but not really trying to get custody of kids, but maybe just be like the father figure as far as providing for them and providing support.
Right.
And it sounds like he had more like a bond, like a trauma kind of bond. Maybe whatever he went through in childhood, he saw the same type of things in them. And I'm also curious, like, over the 5-year period, other than recently seeing him, has he been in contact with them throughout that time period, or providing the grandmother or whatever family that he's linked in with support to do for the kids? But that's just my questions that I have. Thank you. Be great.
Got you, love. Thank you, love. All right, so y'all, what got me, y'all? I mean, what I heard him say, he said that he's seeking custody, but maybe he means he's seeking a relationship with them, maybe, or trying to be like a father figure, like she said. Maybe he just used the wrong verbiage, but he was dead set on custody, no shade. But I'm gonna ask him to reiterate that part just to make sure. But I don't know how that works. I don't know if anybody can just say, "Hey, I want custody of these kids," when they have relatives. I thought relatives, it's a certain method, it's a certain order you have to go in. I think that's why I was asking him. I was like, how do you feel about that? I believe you would have like a long process because they have relatives. You get what I'm saying? All right, do anybody else want to sign up for some free money? Put a 1 in the comments, y'all. Y'all have 40 minutes to sign up and have an opportunity to get the bonus. You get a $670 bonus that you can win in 49 minutes. So you have to oh, he's back. So y'all, if you want to join the free money maker opportunity, you're going to follow my Instagram, click the link in my bio, download the app, and create an account. All right, we got room for 2 more people. So make sure you go follow my Instagram, click the link in my bio, download the app, create an account to get started. Let's go. All right, we back. What's up, brother? Okay, so you know how to calm down, right?
Yeah, every time. It usually asks the
And
elephant.
y'all know this is not, they was trying to say you're another broadcaster because your voice sounds like a guy named Visa.
It is me. See, this, and here's the other thing. I had to mute you guys because I'm doing some business, but I've been hearing you speak, and everything that you guys have been asking, I've already reiterated on and specifics to it. To be honest,
yes.
I find I'm a bit agitated at some of the terminology used, like creepy, because I was decisive in my terminology to express the type of relationship. I had no time directly said that I am seeking paternal custody of them. I specifically said that would be inappropriate. If you review what I was just talking, you'll see the recording.
Right.
But so that makes me a bit uncomfortable to be interviewed and to tell what I'm saying and that it to be heard and miscontorted. That's a Muriel kind of thing right there, where I say what I say and you heard what you heard.
Right, and the trolls, and you gotta definitely understand this on the internet. It's gonna be
I know, so
trolls.
that's
You get
why
what
I
I'm
had to let
saying?
y'all
And she has fans.
no lie,
It's like
it's
weird.
me. Like a dude who would go on a show like that and do that kind of stuff to screw himself is like that kind of honesty, trust and believe. It's that kind of, it's no lie. It's really that hard to believe that somebody stand that hard by the sword. Like people have that little integrity, that little. Yes, it's me. No lie. Everything I told you, everything I told Ty is the 100% unadulterated truth to the best of my recollection.
Fuck, what happened? My bad, you all. My bad. Y'all can get out the queue. I don't know why it reset. Shoot. Come back up,
Hey,
brother.
I just want to tell the young brother, man, nice guys finish last. Do what you gotta do to take care of yourself. I understand you looking for love. You've been in the system for a long time. But hey, once you have more respect and loving yourself, God will present that wife for you, and then you will have your own children. Me being a nice guy, you have to learn to be stern and strong for yourself first. Put yourself first, and then everything fall along nice and clear. But stay up.
Amen, brother. Facts. That's so true. All right, welcome back. All
I
right,
hear
so you
that,
can
but
finish what you were saying.
my brother, when women tell me stuff like it's creepy that I want to look after kids that aren't biologically mine and a supportive father role, I want to see the best for them. That don't help in the healing process. To be honest, she just traumatized me. If you can't tell a difference in my demeanor now, it irritated me. And I understand that she was trying to mean it in a positive sense, but the word creepy was very unselective. It was the wrong thing.
And you know what? That could have been Muriel too, because she coming here from troll pages. So it just be, you know what I'm saying? And Muriel, I'm letting you know that you're welcome to come up here. Joseph is not uncomfortable with you actually coming up. Y'all can actually have a dialogue. I'm fair. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let y'all go in on each other. But I know you in here watching, Muriel. But yeah. All right, so I get what y'all saying. I understand. I feel like everybody. Oh, he's talking about. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I think I'm understanding. I get it now. So let me see. Let me add her so y'all can understand each other.
Okay, so let me first apologize if I've made you feel uncomfortable or if I brought back any trauma. I guess what I'm trying to understand is if you care about these kids, right? Why haven't you been sending things since the moment you left? You said you have a relationship with the grandmother, correct? So if you
Yes.
care about them, why haven't you been sending, let's say, school supplies or sending clothes and things of that nature?
Because Muriel is not supposed to know that I was in connects with them. She's just becoming aware of it at this very moment, most plausibly. It's probably detrimental and affecting the relationship I might have in the future by even telling you guys this. I should have waited until their grandparents had custody before I started running my mouth. That's why I have to be very careful. If you can't tell, she's dangerous.
Oh, we know. Trust me, I know she's dangerous.
Yes, but trust and believe, all the stuff I've been buying, the Christmas gifts, all of that, it's all been stacked up. Every last bit of it. I never forgot them. The proof in the pudding. Y'all see it soon enough. Y'all see it. So I
Do
have
you
once
feel
all that
like
goes down, I'll post it all.
do you feel like you have a trauma bond connection with the kids?
Define trauma. Like a negative?
No. Somebody come up here and explain. I'm gonna tell you.
Like I guess like the negativity pushed y'all close together. Maybe you saw that they were in a negative situation and it made you want to stay
Not
around
just
to bring change, maybe.
the situation that I went through as a kid myself, and someone who
Oh no,
didn't
I
have
wasn't
those.
trying to get up here. Okay, boo, just don't interrupt
Yeah.
me. Go ahead, Justin.
Where we developed that kind of bond. I believe that the bond that they developed with me was because they needed a confidant, and I needed something that was as neutral as I was when he found me. I just needed help. When I was a kid and I was going through the stuff that I was going through, I just didn't have the mental support. And he came out the woodworks. Again, I was an adult. He died last year. And I went I dropped everything and flew to Florida to bury the man who raised me. We would go in the bars and be like, this man is a father to me. And they're like, yo, dad, you know he white, right? And he'll look at me and be like, Joey, you black? And we'll bust out laughing. I ain't give a flying fuck. Whether you black, white, gray, I kill every last one of y'all for this man. He did everything. When everybody said all of this grandiose garbage. He was there when I was when I needed a ride home at 3 o'clock in the morning as a 14-year-old kid, and I couldn't even call my mother. He answered the phone, Joey, where you at? I'm on my way. That's why. That's why it's so instinctive in me. They can't be fucked up like that. They don't deserve it. They didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. That's why. They showed me unconditional love. I didn't need to do anything. It was just the fact that I was there with them and I cared about them. And yes, it stuck. I was like, maybe it's possible I will have biological children one day. I can't love my own children anymore. I would love them just as much. And if y'all think that's wrong, then it is what it is.
Right. No, definitely get it. If this is how you feel, nobody can tell you how to feel. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely valid for your feelings. I just want to tell you that first and foremost. But, going forward, do you feel like this is holding you back from possibly finding your true love? You know what I'm saying? Building your family, starting fresh. Like, have you ever just had those thoughts?
No, after I came to terms with the trauma of everything that I went through, I'm okay with being by my. I don't want a relationship. Once I screwed up with the best thing that could have happened to me, all of this, it let me know that it was not meant for me. And so I'm fine with I want very basic things for my own lifestyle, and then I want to give everything else to everyone I can who deserve it, and including them. So no, I never saw it like it was holding me back. If anything, I felt like she was holding me back. But no, not them. No, never, ever.
Wow, I definitely okay.
It's like asking a woman, hey, you got 2-3 kids. You think that your kids is holding you back from getting married and finding a man to love you? You think he gonna love your kids the same way? Like you're expecting him to do just such. Even if by whatever synapse I do, I can't see the instance where it would happen, but let's say it somehow is feasible, and I do marry and produce a biological child. It would never change it, and she would have to accept my love for them the same way. But I'm sure she would. If she had more children that we were introduced to when me and her were together, I love them the same way too. They're kids. They're kids. They ain't have to be here. They ain't do nothing wrong. They are completely neutral. They're children, like little animals. It is our responsibility to all of them to make this world that's why it's so up. Because the kids ain't learning nothing generation after generation. More screwed up than their parents was. And it's not gonna happen to them. It's not gonna happen to them. I'll send her postcards when they go to college. Make a dang skip.
Wait. What y'all mean like animals? What the comments talking about? I didn't hear the animal part, y'all. They said you said animals.
Yeah, I was like smaller animals, like babies and innocent things is the point that I was trying to derive to. Children are innocent, like little animals are innocent. They don't know, you can have a dog piss on your carpet.
Like a little baby dog, y'all. Like a little vulnerable dog.
This is wrong. He just taking a piss. The same thing as a child take a crayon and be writing on the wall. They not know. I mean, there's this if they're to a point where they have gone through this issue repeatedly, it's generally because the adult or the parent figure in their life hasn't corrected this, and they have made the child think that this is acceptable. But it's not the child's fault. When anyone is subjected to right and wrong and they comprehend the difference between the two, there's a moment when your brain make a decision. And that's where I'm trying to help get them to, where they choose the positivity and understanding it. But as far as where they are at that point, especially, they didn't know. They weren't doing like when y'all seen the videos of how the house was messed up and stuff. Yeah, that happened a lot. But this wasn't their fault. This was a taught behavior, because when I babysitted, the house was never destroyed. It was always spotless. But it's because I provided nothing but structure. And it was structure in a way that a kid wouldn't look as a structure. It's like putting math in a video game.
Mm. Okay, so
Pretty
let's
much.
fast. So let's kind of fast forward back into the y'all relationship. So towards the end, everything. So you basically was only around towards the end because you were attached to the kids. You were there for the kids. At what point did you know you were going on Steve Wilkos? How did the Steve Wilkos part come about? Can we get into that? Can you explain the beginning, I guess, to the end on the Steve Wilkos situation?
I thought I kind of went over it initially. So yeah,
Yeah,
we
but
had
we
an
didn't go deep into it.
Well, what part in excess would you like more detail elaborated on?
Okay, so the part I guess we want to know. So you said
She
it was two. You said she said it was two kids or something like that. So can you clear up what she said and what was the lie and all of that? I guess that's the part we want to know.
She said we had an argument. We were disagreed about something. Then we had an argument. Um, we were trying to neutralize it. She seduced me, called me down to the basement, and her grandmother seduced me. Afterwards, she requested to go through my phone. She went through my phone, took a little while. She found a video image of a family member of mine, and he was in the bathtub, and the video image it ended right. I went to turn the water off. He likes to play in the water. I went to turn the water off. He was like, don't turn the water off. And I put the phone down right before. And she was like, why you say And that's what spanned it all. Then she went up and told her family that I had this video and everything. And I was like, I don't think it looked like that. It's just an innocent video. And then my phone battery was dying. And I was like, well, let me run to the car and grab my charger and I'll charge and y'all can see it. And she's like, leave your phone here and everything, trying to convince them more. And I'm trying to hide something. And I was like, well, no, I just wanted to charge my phone. A, my charger is a car charger. And B, I ain't gonna tell you this, but I kind of want to double review it myself because I don't see what you're seeing. But either or, and so I did charge it up and bring it back in, but it made a huge other argument about it. We ended up going back home and it just never died down. She was trying to keep me in separate from them. And so that night I was like, it's just
right. So I want to make sure we don't skip past nothing just to make sure, because a lot of people get confused. They're getting confused because I don't know. Okay. So you said something about the recording. What was the reason? I think the reason you were sending it to a relative or something. Can you explain that just to clear that part up?
Video recording is up because this is the thing though. People want specific details of my life, and you need to be able to intelligently fill in the gaps and respect the fact that if a dude, your boy talking to you about the girl he was screwing, he don't want to know an exquisite how you was hitting sides. Just saying.
No. I'm talking about the recording.
Well, I can explain the little details of it, but I don't want to give enough detail where people's ignorance and ambition go to search and seek out people for that purpose. So you have enough detail to get the picture, but not to find them. Makes sense?
I don't think. No. I get what you're saying, but I'm not asking about the relationship. I'm asking about the particular situation in the tub. So I'm just trying to help you clear that part up because you skipped past it. What was the reasoning for the recording? So people won't think you just recorded a child in the tub. That's what I'm basically trying to get you to clear that up, sir.
So the child that I took the recording of was a family member's child. That family member was currently not in the child's vicinity and was unable to get to the child's vicinity, and it created a mother and missing child bond issue that she was struggling to cope with. In order to help her, I thought, hey, send you a video of him having a good time and enjoying himself to help you calm the hell down. That's why I took the video, and that's why I sent it. He was waving in the video and playing with toys in the bathtub, and just didn't want me to turn the water off because he liked playing in the bathtub. But it was getting to be too much water. I won't let more than about an inch.
Where was the mom, if you don't mind me asking?
Again, that's too much information. That's why I'm being as vague as I am. If that's not enough detail, you guys think I'm lying, so be it. But there's
Okay,
that's as
no, no,
far
no. Okay,
she was
so I got
in
you.
none of anybody's business. Right.
But okay, so you're saying the video was just saved in your phone still though after you sent it? Because you could send a video and it won't store in your phone. You get what I'm saying? Like
That's generally
iPhones, I could send videos and it won't store.
okay. So I was using an Android, a iPhone, or not iPhone, I'm sorry, a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge at the time, and I didn't actually go into the messages and make the video and send through. I made the video and sent it because I took a bunch of other pictures, just pictures of them during the because I had been watching them for about 2 weeks when me and her were having the main of our issues, and I had separated from her, and that's why. So I had a bunch of little pictures and stuff of him when we were out and about. Like I
Yeah.
took him to and stuff, and we was in the drive-through. I had pictures of him with ice cream, and he got ice cream all on his face. And so it just happened to be the stuff that was it. No one thinks anything of that. I didn't at the time. He was a really close family member of mine, and so it didn't look as that. And the other child that she was speaking of was her own child, but she didn't bring that to my attention until after she saw the video of the child that's a family member of mine. Yeah, the other child didn't come into it, and all she said was, I seen him put his hand down his pants one time, and I asked him why he did it, and he was laughing, and he said Joseph. But it was a total lie. She just made it up to try to give some extra, backing to what she saw. But that didn't even make, because I explained it, and her family totally, again, they, even before we went on the Steve Wilkos show, her family, because I showed them the video, they was like, yeah, it is kind of weird. You probably should have deleted it. But it makes sense. It was like, I don't see anything that would necessarily look to you. It's not inappropriate, but to sending it to somebody else would make it appropriate only because he in a bathtub. And I was like, I didn't really even think about it like that. But I'm like, good point. And then after that, I did ended up deleting it just out of the phone altogether. Like, and then I've never done that ever. Yeah, I'm like, even like that or something. I figured even if I were to it again, I would use some type of filter software to blank it out. Because again, my brain is not like that. But I gotta remember, there's a lot of freaks out there.
Right. So he did pass his lie detector test, and for the people that's kind of confused with the way, I guess y'all saying the way he talks, I guess he goes into a story and then he goes to another. I guess they're saying they're confused. So let me say it for them. Let me kind of speak for you a little bit. So basically he's saying he was babysitting a relative. The mother was away. She was missing her child. He took a video, sent it to the mother. The video was the child in the tub. Whoop-de-whoops. Then Muriel went through the phone. She took that, and then she never told him that he was going on Steve Wilkos for her child. He wasn't aware of that part, correct?
Right. Her child thing didn't come up until point blank. Initially, we was going on it to literally prove that the video of the child who was in my family was totally innocent. Because I showed it to the rest of my family, I showed it to her family, and they all thought that the only thing because my family said the same thing, I shouldn't have kept it in my phone. But again, I didn't look at it, and I told them, they was like, well, we know you that. But obviously, it was like, well, you get in a situation like this where somebody can use it against you, or even, let's say, even if you didn't send it to somebody, the wrong type of person saw this in there, and that could create other issues as well. And I was like, good point. I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, just next time you just make sure they fully clothed and you can just show another, just to avoid the situation. But I definitely get what you're saying. But
again,
okay,
this
so
wasn't like sending this to everybody and about. I literally, the only person who electronically sent this was the child's mother. That was the only person.
Got you.
The few other people saw it, I physically showed it to them on my phone just to exonerate myself.
Yeah, okay. I see. So you went to Steve, and at this point, when you realized, when you were blindsided, what was going through your mind? And at what moment did you know you were blindsided when you went to Steve? Oh yeah, y'all, he's multitasking. So sometimes he goes in and out. So we're on a commercial break, y'all. You're sitting on your couch. Life keeps passing you by and by. You're procrastinating saying, I want to make some free money today. Well, guess what, bitches? Y'all can make some free money. Go follow my Instagram, click the link in my bio, download the app, and create an account to get started. The Instagram is in the comments. All right, we back. Can you hear me, Joseph?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay,
So
so at what point did you know you were blindsided?
okay, yeah. So about 10 minutes prior to going out on stage, one of the producers came in there and was having me sign some stuff. And they were like, oh, yeah, by the way, she told us A, B, and C about your sex life, about when you was a kid, about this and that. She told us that you had dreams about a tranny or something to the extent of something in correlation to, I don't remember exactly how she worded it, but something in correlation, because I know I told Muriel, but what she told them was a manipulation, and they told me the manipulation. So, but it was insane. But then she was gonna tell all of this stuff, and she had already told, because they was obviously telling me. And then she was like, "Thanks for signing the papers," and walked out the room. And so she said, "I meant to bring you out on stage," and thanks, and left. And so that's when I realized that I was epically blindsided. There was other little characteristics of it though, when like she lied about the hotel we was gonna stay in. She lied about the flights, a bunch of stuff. And Steve Wilkos' show helped her do it as well. Yeah, I highly don't, unless you need to exonerate yourself from a heinous crime and you are not at the moment capable of taking a professional or
lie detector.
Well, yeah, and I'm not just saying a standard polygraph. I mean, you need an expert. You need a forensic analyst of a sort, somebody like Dan with some background in it,
right?
To
Professional,
right? To exonerate your, do not do it. Steve is not for you. He's a manipulator. He's a liar, and he's just like she is, trying to get ratings. Yeah, I mean, he's. I'm sure that he does care about children, and that there are parts of his heart that are in the right spot, but there's a huge hypocrisy there, and he won't admit it. And as far as I'm concerned, that's as screwed up as she is.
But at the same time, it was fair. I get what you're saying. He was doing it, and you gotta understand. I get both sides. It's like you gotta run your show. You have to be entertaining. But to be fair, hold on, Joseph. To be fair, because I didn't interrupt you. To be fair, he did make sure the real results came out because they were on your side. You get what I'm saying? The results were factual. So I wouldn't say the whole situation is bad because it worked out for you in your case, because at least the results are not rigged. At least you know that part. You get what I'm saying?
I got you. So in lieu to that, if he were to lie for ratings and say, hey, he did do that, how would that work out for him if I was smart enough to go and actually get a real polygraph after that? I'd sue him, right? So, and contingent to him lying on my name and trying to disgrace me. So, of course, he can't lie about the polygraph for legal reasons. But you tell me, if a person who took the polygraph the day before and they know the results before they being read and everybody else know the results, to take and want to talk about everything except for the issue at hand just for ratings, is somebody who's out for you? Really? I mean, he literally, after he goes and he talks about, oh, she said this, she said that, oh, that makes you a freak, and all this other stuff. Then he comes back and he says, oh, well, I didn't really believe her anyway. So you're incompetent? So you clown me for ratings and you didn't believe her and you already knew it was a lie. You're a bad person. And it's just like I told him, you're not as good as you claim out to be. You claim to be this old school police officer and all this military background and stuff. But if you really are like you say, you should hold yourself to a higher accountability than everybody else. And he couldn't even hold himself accountable to a DUI. So I'm like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Clown myself because my integrity is that deep. Regardless of what you want to say, the truth is better than a lie.
Right. And Steve, he definitely does a lot of stuff for shock value and entertainment. And that's the entertainment business, not to excuse it, but they got to keep the show going. So that's something to always keep in mind. And anybody, I'm speaking to any and everybody, before you go on any show, keep in mind that it's their job to definitely keep the show going. So that's what he was doing. Not to say it was right, but if you watch his show, you know what to expect. So Steve has always been consistently like that.
Here in this situation, it's like, shouldn't you be clowning the one that you think is lying? Just saying, he could have made a good show out of it the same way. If you thought it was holes, why you ain't all the holes in her logic? Everybody would have loved that. It's the reason you ain't poked the holes in her logic, because it wouldn't have looked good to poke holes in a woman who come in on claiming that a guy molested her children. But it make a lot of fun to poke holes in a dude when she claimed that he did stuff, even though you're not gonna fact this or anything. To say that without the merit of itself, to walk out on the stage and tell me that I can't sit down, and then to tell me that you never believed it from the get-go.
Yeah, I got you. He was biased. He was definitely biased for no reason. He was very biased. He could have. This is my thing. If he went in on you, he could have went in on her. Like, be unbiased, bro. Like, treat everybody equally. If you're gonna do that.
The very least of it is when he said he didn't believe it, but he was very cordial. And even when he dismissed the stage, okay, well, I think you guys should just not be together. And and when I let you, well, you can exit this way, man. He was like he even after he read the results, he had the audacity to call me a jackass on national TV for calling him out for being a hypocrite. Just saying. And then with the grace of Dave, not him, not his executive producers, but Dave and his interns helped me to save a microscopic portion of my dignity. And when I say microscopic, I mean microscopic, because I had to give up a little bit of his steel to apologize to him for telling the truth and allowing him to clown me, even though he knew I was telling the truth. So you tell me. Yeah, I'm not a Steve fan.
No, I definitely feel you. I definitely feel you on that. So, do they even pay you? Do they pay you, or how does that work? The process and the flight and all that.
He paid me pennies, and he lied about the form of how he was gonna pay it and everything. As far as I'm concerned, Steve is almost but as bad as Muriel, except he can only do it to an extent, because legally speaking, if he get caught up, it's gonna fuck his life. But he a manipulator, and he will deceive you and he will achieve his means, and he does not care.
So how much do they pay? I'm kind of curious, I guess. Like, what was the exact amount?
He offered me less than you did to do this interview on national television. You do the math. Yeah, she made almost $2,000 off of it, but she was lying and manipulating them for everything she could get. And I didn't find this out to the very end of it. But yeah, he offered me less than you did.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I didn't know. Wait.
And when they gave it to me, they gave it in a form of a way that could only be used at certain places, like gift cards, rather than actually paying me by check or money order or in a form that could be used anywhere. They did give me a small portion of it on a disposable, one of those vanilla gift cards. I think that's what it was, vanilla, something like that.
Oh, they gave you a gift card. They didn't even give you like a check or a cash. Damn, Steve. I heard they do Steve bucks though. I'm shocked that Angelica got 2,000. I was gonna say 2,000 what? Steve bucks. Damn. Chuck, I heard this last night. You paid him? No. He said how much I offered. I actually haven't paid anything yet, but we gotta on the back end. I haven't even I think the way he worded it, he said I offered. We never went over a dollar amount. So I wouldn't say, I don't know. I guess the way you worded it, Joseph, you even threw me off.
Nope, I got you. So when I talked to Gerard and I talked to a few others, they were giving me ideal price points of what other people had offered in interviews and the relative of what it worth. And you correct. You did not actually give me an amount
Okay.
number. My brain had correlated the
Thank
two
you,
of
because that even threw me off.
no, you're right. Let me specify again. What I was told was people were offering anywhere from $200 to $300 per interview, and Steve offered me less than $300. Does that clear it up for you guys?
Oh my, wow.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that definitely clears it up. Okay, got you.
Okay.
Thank you for clearing that up, because I
No
was
problem.
even confused. But do you, so after the Steve results came back, they came back to be you were never lying. And
Right.
after that, did you ever speak with Angelica when you went back home? I guess that's the part we really want to know. How did you go back to your regular life after Steve Wilkos?
Yeah, within a few minutes of finishing taping, after I apologized to him and for making myself look ignorant on national television, they had shuffled us off into a van within a few minutes, like 5 minutes of it. And on our way back, she was having a phone call with Patrick and one of the guys she was cheating on me with. And I snapped on her and I said something that I regret. Probably the only thing that I ever did bad in our relationship. And I didn't, what I said was not, it's not what I meant. It came out wrong. And I meant it, and I wanted to reiterate on it, but I was so enraged that all I could think to do was just to get up and go, because I was sitting next to her when she was talking to them. And when we first got in the van, I was trying to talk to her and say, basically, that's what I told you and everything else. And she didn't have time for me. She was too busy, putting her phone up to her face to talk to Patrick and the other dude. And so I'm sitting behind her and I'm just sitting there in awe as I'm watching 2 feet away. And she's laughing and chuckling with them about it. And that's what she was saying. She didn't believe it from the get-go. And she was talking about how much she had made off of it and that we will be back home shortly. And when she called the other guy, I tripped the hell out. And it was enough. And I snatched the phone from her. I got threw the phone back. Then I got all the way into the back seat of the van. She picked the phone up, called her grandma. Then the guy who was driving the van called the show back because I started tripping out. She called her grandma, told her grandmother to fuck off and a bunch of other stuff because I was getting really screwed up in the head. And I said what I said, and then she hung the phone up on her grandmother and she just started crying. Like real for the first time ever. I knew it was real because I knew I had scared her. And I knew it. What I did was wrong, and how it came out was wrong. Even when we finally did stop.
But what did you say? What did you actually say, though?
I don't want to ever say it again because what I said, I didn't the way it came out, and it came from the deepest amount of rage you can understand. When you are willing to give your soul for somebody and they are spitting on that invitation, you feel less than anything. At that moment, she made me want to jump off. I wanted to jump off a bridge.
Okay, so
Literally.
since you, he's not gonna, no. So I'm not gonna force you to stay. We're not gonna force that issue, y'all. We're gonna move past that part. So if you're not gonna, because I feel like with Bigo, people, that's like a tease. You get what I'm saying? If you're kind of telling a story and you're not gonna tell it, we should just move on from that part, I guess.
The other reason that information is I'm not wanting to disclose to say
No,
again.
I
is
get it, but we should just totally.
That's the only ammo I think she got left. So eventually, when she
just
does,
don't even say it. Right, I'm not forcing you to say it or even speak on it or give a reason. We can just move on from that part.
Knowing it because of how it was, she probably gonna tell you the truth about one thing. But what she's telling you was not how it was meant to be said. How it was is that because they are mine, and I like when parents says they bring their children into the
Okay, so it's like
you guys don't know what I mean. When
it's like Joseph, it's like a tease. So basically with Bigo, people are like, we like very direct, right? So if you don't want to tell us something, it's no point in like going around it. We should just move away from that point. I respect you enough to let's just move on from that point. If you're not gonna tell us what you said, it goes in circles. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it moving, keep it flowing. That's my job as an interviewer. So kind of let me do my job a little bit. I'm trying to keep it going. So basically, okay, we're gonna move past that part. So because I don't want her to have no ammo against you. So basically, you left Steve Wilkos. Did y'all communicate when you left Steve Wilkos and went back home? Did y'all see each other? That's the question that I want to know. Yes or no? A specific yes or no if you can. Oh, okay. He must have got. Oh,
Yes.
there you go.
We weren't like in big communication like that. We spoke for a moment. I pulled her to the side to talk to her. She had called Patrick over to watch the kids and stuff. And I was staying outside the house trying to gather my mental faculties and what was happening to me and everything. And I finally realized that it was a life or death situation for me, and I exited. I did eventually bump into her again by fluke when my business was doing a contract for Detroit Rescue Missions Ministries, and she was at a point where she had made contact speaking to the CEO for the rescue mission and had been talking to him about some of the crazy stuff that I had gone through and a bunch of other stuff. And ironically, I mentioned her name and he was like, for reals? And he started going through firework and stuff. And he was like, we got her calling in some other stuff. And so long story short, I talked to him and I'm like, well, um, she look out for the kids. It was a battered women's shelter and they let her in already. She was already there at the shelter, but she was having some issues and they were trying to expunge her and they were supposed to be trying to help her find a place, but they were trying to get rid of her without that because she just was too much to handle with her demanding this. And I was like, look, dude, if you need something from me, she needs something, help her with the kids, for the kids. And so that was the last other instance that I had any real direct connection to assist her. She's never been aware of it, that I had anything to do with it, but that's the last time I did something in direct correlation for her.
Okay. I got you. So do you mind if I add like a couple of callers up to ask you some questions before we wrap it up?
I was gonna say, is it possible for us to do a bunch of these kind of questions in the next interview? I have
Oh
had two
yes,
other calls
definitely,
that
definitely. Got you.
I
No,
gotta get.
handle your business. I know you gave me enough time today. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Handle your
I'm like,
business.
and we can definitely. I gotta go a bit more in depth. I think there's a few other people who've been inboxing me about doing interviews, so I think I'm probably gonna
Okay,
be doing a
so
couple more.
I'll just hit you up. Thank you so much, Joseph. I appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all follow Joseph. Is there anything else you would like to say? Because I know you're busy right now.
Last quick thing is I know that when I was on Ty's broadcast yesterday, a lot of people were asking about my CA info for helping and assist in the process. I am going to set up me personally, and not for me, but I'm going to set up a CA for the kids for school stuff and just to help whatever their grandparents need. And I'm going to direct it not towards me, but directly towards their grandparents. And so my next few broadcasts or interviews, I'm going to be posting their grandmother's information so that you guys can, if you want to help, and if you really caring like I'm caring, you can, help make contributions to the children. They can use, I mean, they're going to be good regardless, but, anything is much appreciated.
Oops, he said what he said. So what I'll say is thank you for your time, Joseph. That part, um, that- am I, y'all? I gotta do a commercial break because I don't got nothing to say. You sitting on your couch, life keeps passing you by over and over again. You saying you want to make some free money. Well, stop right now. Charlie has the free money formula for you. Follow my Instagram right now and click the link in my bio to get started, y'all. All of y'all qualify for some free money. Yes, I'm talking to you. If you have an iPhone, an Android, a tablet, a smartphone, all of you qualify for the free money. So go click the link in my Instagram bio, Charlie No Angel. If you actually hurry up and get started right now, you guys, y'all have 5 minutes to hop on it to qualify for the $670 bonus. I'm for real. No, it does not have nothing to do with Bigo. You download it, click the link in my Instagram bio, but that shit just gagged me, y'all. No shade. That part, none of the good tea was so. No, we definitely got to the tea, boo. I don't know where you was, but this is the part that got me. I just feel like he rambles a lot, and I was trying to reel him in. It's like you gotta allow. That's why I had to get a little aggressive towards the end. Like, hey, you gotta let me do my job. Like it's gonna sound like I'm interrupting you. You don't let nobody. You gotta let me ask the questions, and then when I ask the questions, he's not the type to directly answer. I think he's the type he's going to give a whole story, and we're very direct over here. And I think that's where the disconnect came from. So I was trying to get him to understand, and I think he started to understand that towards the end. But I would say the CA part gagged me. I would say I was basically trying to help him understand that you have to. What's the most? I'm gonna add y'all up here shortly. What's the most nicest and healthiest way to say this? You have to let it go, like Keisha Cole. Let it go, my Keisha Cole. Let it go, oh, let it go, oh, oh, uh, uh, oh, Okay, you gotta let it go, baby. It's You do. I get they was acting for the CA last night, but it just comes off a certain way, y'all. That's all that I'm saying. I guess I'm trying to help him because I know how Bigo is. They'll flip that and make it seem like it's giving Angelica again. Because it comes off, it's weird. I would never feel comfortable be like, hey, CA me for some kids that's not mine. Even though I was in their lives and shit. But you got to be mindful. I'm being real. This is my thoughts, my final thoughts. I'm being real. He hasn't seen them physically in 5 years. So I just wouldn't feel comfortable. Even if people ask, I just would have never responded, I guess. So that part kind of gagged me. So that's when I knew it was like a wrap. But yeah. And then I know you tied in. It's just, I don't know. It's just boundaries you just don't want to cross. When it comes to kids, that's a tough topic to talk about. And you just don't want to cross boundaries, especially when, I guess he feels like those are his kids. You can't tell nobody how to feel, but you haven't, I don't know. I don't have kids, y'all. So let me shut the fuck up. Let me just add, do we got any mothers, any parents in the queue? Shit. Because maybe y'all can better explain it. Maybe that's why I don't know, but I just would feel glad and happy that I didn't have kids and I wasn't stuck with her. Somebody crazy like that. I wouldn't be trying to run and adopt those kids that's not mine. You get what I'm saying? Just enjoy your peace. This is your time to enjoy the fact that you are not trapped. She didn't trap you. What's up, Linda? Hello? We can't hear you, boo. Can y'all hear her?
That's all you gotta do.
Hello?
It's
All right, do anybody else want to make some free money? Put a 1 in the comments. Y'all literally have only 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get started. Put a 1 in the comments. Do anybody want to go follow my Instagram? It's Charlie No Angel with 4 L's. Click the link in my bio. You're gonna download the app and create an account to get started. Add me. What's up, boo?
So I just want to say this.
It is very weird that he's saying that. It sounds weird coming from a man, but people thought it was weird when I was going to get my baby daddy daughter who's in foster care. I feel like she's my kid's sibling, so I don't want to see her get raised in foster care. It's kind of different, you know what I'm saying? But it definitely, he needs to move on with his life. He found
Yeah, but that's way different. I get what you're saying, but it's like that's basically, if you look at it, that's your child because that's your daughter's family. If you look
right.
at it
My
that
two,
deep, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. But his family definitely thought it was weird. It was like, trying to sound messy and shit. And I'm like, what? So,
That is not, girl. I would be thanking you if anything. The fuck? That's crazy. Well, shout out to you, boo. All right,
all right,
baby.
thank you. I'm still in the process of working to get her. Her mom is crazy, so we got to see what
Period. Well,
happens.
we pray well wishes for you and your situation, babe. All right, Nola, you're not loading, boo. I gotta drop you. Nah, it's a red bone.
Hello?
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 Yeah.
Yeah, hi Charlie. I just wanted to say it does sound kind of weird, and I'm actually going through the situation like that. I have an 8-year-old. When I was pregnant with him, his father left us. So, when I had him, I was in the hospital. My ex-boyfriend, me and him was still cool. He came to visit my son, and ever since that day, like he been there for my son. Like he been called clowns. People don't understand it, but the bond that they have is like unbelievable, and I would never take that from him. But it's like that situation, I guess, is kind of different. But I kind of understand when you get attached to the kids and the kids are attached to you. It's kind of hard.
No, I
And that's
got you.
all
I
I
got
wanted
you. I
to
got
say.
you.
That's all I wanted to say.
Period, boo.
And, no,
Period.
bitch, shut the
Period.
fuck up, because I'm not telling
Oh,
my personal
go
story. I'm just
off.
giving
Go
an
the fuck
insight
off,
on what the
sister.
fuck he talking about.
Yes.
Because everybody's saying
Yes.
he's stupid and clowning him. Bitch, I'm not
Oh, I
telling my
love
story, so fuck you,
you.
hoe.
I fucking love
Fuck you
you.
talking about.
I fucking love you, bitch. What's your sign now? No, don't drop,
I'm a
bitch. I'm
Cancer.
talking to you. Don't go
I'm a
nowhere.
Cancer. I'm a
What's your
Cancer.
fucking
I'm a
sign?
Cancer.
You a
I'm a
Cancer?
Cancer.
Okay,
You
you want
get
to
down,
be?
you dummy. Your mother a dummy.
Oh,
Fuck wrong.
bitch. Hold on. Girl, I'm trying to sign you up to be a fucking host, bitch. Where you go? The fuck? I need that ghetto energy in my motherfucking agency, bitch. You want to be a pay host, Bookie? What's Tia Tamara? The fuck? Oh, don't be running, sis. I'm trying to sign
Lining
you
up.
up, boo.
But why the hell
What's
is he
up, baby?
lining up all these interviews like somebody interviewing a celebrity? Like what really going on with him? He seemed like he may be mentally unstable. His damn self.
Oh, what?
All right, what's going on, man?
What's up?
Yeah, so I do kind of agree with what he's saying. Once you get close to kids, because I guess he was pretty much a stepfather. I think he said for almost a year. So once you get close to the kids, it is hard to break away. But like you said, he got to break away from that because if you keep in and up that like you said, he won't be able to get into another relationship or anything because
Right.
he's stuck. I think he need to go if he have it. I think he need to go to counseling because he probably somebody said experiencing those traumatic bonds or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things that they won't be able to move forward with it's all messed up. But I do understand now with the CA. I believe last night everybody was asking him, "Hey, do you have a CA so we can help the kids or whatever, or we can
Oh,
help him?"
okay.
That's when he said, "No, I don't even have a CA." He said, "I don't even really want to put a CA up because this ain't about me, blah blah blah." And then I think somebody said, "Well, you should do it or whatever." He said, "I probably do one for the kids if I end up doing it." But today it sounded like he said that he won't put his CA up. He said he'll put up the grandparents' CA, and y'all can give to the grandparents to help the kids like that. Not his CA. That's what it
Mm-mm.
sounded
No, I
like.
didn't. I thought I heard him. I guess correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I heard him say he created a CA and he's going to make sure he gives it to the grandparents. But he said his CA. I believe that's what he said.
I don't know. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
he
But hey,
did say
good
his. But okay.
good job with trying to control the interview. Cause yeah, even last night he was
Woo,
all
I was
over. You ask him
trying.
one little question, man, he just ramble on. And it's hard
Yes.
when you trying to. He probably ain't never really had a voice to be able to tell this to somebody. So of course he's now just getting it all out. He's spilling it all out. And so whoever want to do an interview, yeah, he finna take this. However much money they gonna give him, he gonna take it. So I don't blame him on that. He
As
ain't
he
no celebrity,
should.
but yeah, he ain't no celebrity like people say, but shit, I mean, if they offer me some money, I'm gonna take it. So yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it.
Period. Thank you. All right, so I stand corrected. I guess I was wrong then, brother. So if you in here, Joseph, then I can apologize. I thought you said, it sounded like you said you're a CA. You created a CA for the kids. So it just came off a certain way. And you gotta understand, I'd be trying to save you a little bit because you knew, and people gonna create narratives and they would take certain things and run with it. And the fact that you ramble it's kind of like a good and a bad thing for Bigo. Because rambling can kind of get your words fucked up. Because they'll take it and da da da. Oh, he did say that. I could have sworn I heard him say that right. But if I was wrong, I can admit when I'm wrong. But I don't feel like I was wrong. But I'll be man enough to say if I'm wrong. I guess I'm wrong. And I need your CA, Charlie. Say it real quick. You want my CA?
Oh, hey,
What's my
Charlie.
CA? I
Oh, yeah,
forgot
I
my
think
CA. What's my CA? Why I can't think of it? You breaking up, boo. You gotta drop. Come back. What's my red target one? I'm tripping. There it is. You see it, boo? Red target one. REDTARGET1. All right, y'all. So if y'all get me to my box, I think we can do a recap show. Or if not, a bitch gonna stay on audio and keep talking to his supporters. If y'all wanna keep on audio like this, it's just cute. We can stay like this because it gives me an opportunity to be lazy and because I already did my little 1-2s. We can do Charlie with the T another shift, or we can do Charlie with the T right now. So make sure y'all run it up. We 4K beans away from my box. What's up, boo?
Hey Charlie, I'm in the
Hello?
office, so I'm kind of.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
So last night in Ty's live, we told him we wanted to help support with the kids back to school stuff. He told us he didn't have an AC, so we told him to make one and how to make one. So I think he made it last night because we asked him to, but he's not used to Bigo, so I'm guessing that's why he doesn't understand that you don't promote it on all broadcasters live, and that he should have just brought it back to Charlie, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So it's just a
But yeah,
misunderstanding.
he never had one. We asked him to actually make one last night when he got off.
Okay, so it's just the way he said it. So she's clearing it up. I'm glad you came up here. So it's definitely clear now. Okay, so you good, brother. We good. I apologize. Who's next? Hello? Miss Ma'am, you gotta take your steering wheel off. You trying to get me banned? The fuck? The first you scared to show your face, you gonna show the steering wheel so you can get me banned, sister? Eh. Hello? Hello? Okay, anybody want to get added, just put a 1. Because at this point, y'all playing.
Okay. Did you get my
Oh, that
my
was you?
AC?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was you, the $20?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, baby. Oh, let me
You're
follow
welcome.
you. Thank you, boo.
No, thank you, Charlie. You did really good. I just want to put my 2 cents in, and I feel as though, like, I agree with him, and I hear the passion in his voice. And some people say, well, it's a trauma bond and it's all that. If this man is willing to put himself in position and dedicate himself to be more like a mentor or whatever the case he wants to be, then he's allowed to do that. Like, people can't tell people how to live their life. Now, I do agree with maybe getting some therapy because of what he's been through, but I feel as though if he wants to still be involved in the kid's life, even after all the shit he's been through, I feel like I congratulate him for not giving up and sticking to plan A. If he also said earlier, he said, oh, I never made them kids, what I've seen online, what he's doing, them kids will be thankful
Oh, you
forever.
breaking up?
They will. And that's just how I feel. If he wants to do that stuff, let him do it. Oh, my bad. But that's it.
All right, thank you, baby. All right, so Miss Cookie. Hello. So somebody wanted me to ask him, did he see Muriel do drugs? I wish you would have. You know who you are, boo. You ain't gotta say it in the chat. I wish your ass would have texted me that when he was on the panel. You want to text me when he gone, girl? That would have been a good question. Shit. Nia. Anybody want to be added to the queue? Put a 1 in the comments. Anybody got anything y'all want to say? Anything y'all want to say? Today was a cute little show. I ain't have to do too much. It was an interview. Yeah, I told y'all I had an interview today for y'all. This was a good little shift. No shade, the interview was a long time. Joseph know how to talk, boy. Joseph, you know how to talk. Okay. No shade. Hello? Okay, while we waiting for anybody for real that wants to come up in the queue, get out the queue. Gremlin, I'm about to add you. Cousin, Nola, Naziri, Queen, Madam DeVille, Boss, Bassett. Y'all need to get out the queue if y'all not meaning to be in the queue because I'm about to add all of y'all so we can see y'all faces. I'm going to catch y'all all off guard since y'all don't want to get out the queue. Melissa, Renee, Lala, Maya, Chris, Slushy, Miss Me, Super Soaker, all of y'all about to get added. Y'all better be ready. Y'all better be looking good because y'all camera better be. It's going to be on. Y'all camera's going to be on. Since y'all don't want to get out the queue, let's see how y'all looking. Okay, Miss Me, your stillings is nice. Okay. Your stillings is nice, boo. The stillings is nice. But the background is loud. Butter Pecan, where you at? No, she at the laundromat, I think. She gagged. She probably was like, hey, I'm... Damn, I missed the interview. It went on for a long time. I don't know where you was. Slushy. Nobody got anything. Okay, we're gonna switch it to my we might